Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What's up, everyone?
What up?
This is episode 151.
151.
Of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah!
And over here is your boy JC No
Hats Hand Marty.
Yo, what the fuck is up, man?
Is it 151 or is it one snitchy one?
One snitchy one. Hey!
Oh, I see what you did there.
With the sticky out, I'm gonna be snitching out. Shit.
I would ask and I would want to indulge on everybody's weekend.
Man, it don't matter. It don't matter. Let's get to the shit.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Let's go.
So, if y'all
right.
haven't heard by now, we said last week Snitch 9's trial was going to start and he was going to start snitching. But the snitching this man did.
They were snitching?
And then there's snitching. Elite snitching. Word to cast. This was the snitching this boy did. My God.
This is the type of shit that, you know, when you see in the movies and like TV
The
shows
Goodfellas.
when they try to make comedy of how the snitching goes.
Yes.
Like this is what you see. Even then it surpassed that.
Like,
Seriously.
I woke up in the morning when it started, and I was like, oh my God. And I was sitting in the group chat, and then when he just kept going, JC said, we're going to break this shit down like it's gang film.
Give me a hell yeah!
This was some Law and Order shit.
Yeah. I would be remiss if we did not give a round of applause to Matthew Russell Lee of the Inner City Press for doing God's work.
This was hip-hop history that he was.
Like,
What we witnessed, what happened last week was hip-hop history in the wrong way, shape, or form. But
the only way it would
In
have
the
been
worst way.
in the worst way.
The only way it would have been top of the list if it had the OJ treatment and it was televised. But
They missed the bag. Court TV missed the bag.
Matthew
on this.
Russell Lee, God bless that man, journalist on behalf of Inner City Press.
Thank you.
He kept those threads
Going.
boy. Yes.
So.
Put your thumb up.
Yeah, too much, man.
Boy. Okay, so.
Tuesday.
It happened on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're breaking this down in days. This is game film, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna break this. This all happened in 3 days.
Yeah.
When I wrote my notes, this all came. I just combined everything.
So, with that being said, day one.
Through 3. So.
Shit, here we go.
Okay, so he admitted. So he started off. Well, I'm just gonna go
Have we
down.
been named 6ix9ine yet?
Oh yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine. We all know. You saw the cover. You see the cover. You know what we talking about.
Y'all know what this
Y'all
is.
know what this is.
Oh, shit.
Snitch.
It's like all our titles are coming into play. in one
Seriously,
episode.
every single one
Yeah.
is jam-packed.
I mean,
Nigga snitching everybody in hip hop. We bringing all our titles back.
Like seriously. I mean, I'm just okay. I'm gonna bullet point everything he talked about. 'Cause I wrote notes. This was like game film.
Yeah.
So he pretty much admitted that he cooperated with the feds literally the day after he got taken in. So not one day. As soon as they arrested him and everyone, he flat out cooperated. Paperwork didn't get printed out or nothing. He just said, "Yeah, I'm gonna start snitching."
You want to go down like the rest of them?
No.
Like Debo. No. You want some Tupac?
No.
No.
So, they said he became a member of the 9 Trey Bloods back in November 2017, but he wasn't initiated. So instead, he provided financial support by giving them guns in exchange for street credibility.
Stop right there. This was the first breakdown.
All right.
So,
All right.
boy!
Yes. Now this is why this stood out to me. I have heard, and we've all have heard of people being affiliated with sets, not being initiated, but that's their affiliation.
Yeah.
They are recognized.
Yeah.
We all know of celebrities such as Chris Brown, who, has Bloods on payroll, kind of, that type deal. So I wasn't tripping off of that. I understood that. That it happens. What bugged me out, though, was in the middle of his testimony, how 6ix9ine said that he approached the gang.
Yeah.
Not that they sought him out and, was basically extortion from day one.
He came to them.
Now, what stood out even more to make me say, everybody involved with this is dumbasses. They didn't question it whatsoever. Like, nobody even thought to say, yo, he's an outsider. We got to see if he's really down with it.
And he had purple hair.
Yeah.
Well, not at the beginning.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Really? At the fucking beginning?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the videos he did back then was nothing like how it was. Like, the videos back then was all like...
that part I know.
Yeah, but he had purple hair back then, too.
No, his hair was already colored.
hair.
And he toured, too.
I'm over this guy already.
No, but he toured, too. He went overseas and toured. Like, he low-key had a little small fan base.
Yeah, he showed up to the 9 trays looking like he was from Grape Street. So,
gotcha.
Strike one already.
Yeah.
That should
have been, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So I'm not upset.
Strike one.
I'm not, like, this whole thing on their behalf is like, okay, I get that you wanted to basically extort him. That's fine. Like, that happens all the time.
I'm gonna get to that soon.
The problem is, y'all didn't feel like y'all had to give him a background check? Like, you couldn't give him a 90-day probation period? Like, this was, like, you just started a new job?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and not only that, all of a sudden now it's literally he's seeking you out, and then the next day you're talking
that next point.
You're talking street missions in front of him.
He literally met them, a majority of the crew, including Shotty, the next day on the set of Gummo. For the set of Gummo, he met that. The video that we saw online was literally the first day he met them niggas. So I was like, hold up, that's how you met these niggas? I was like, all right. So continue on. He says Gummo was a diss record.
Niggas envy Blicky got the stiffy got Blicky
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
And I've been waiting, baby.
Snitching, nigga. Now, mind you, people. Pause. They played these records. They played his greatest hit. This was literally some Aaron McGruder shit. They played his records. They played his records, his videos.
Oh shit!
In court, blasting. They said that's what he wanted to emphasize. Inner City was black. They were blasting it. That's all they heard.
Yeah.
Scrub guy.
Can you imagine these white people just sitting there?
Like,
just,
oh my god!
Skull gang.
The jury's sitting there like. Now, mind you, jury does not need to know who he is. They'll just look. There's like middle-aged white women, middle-aged, like they probably have sons and daughters. Like, my son listens.
Old black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can't know. Because you can't even go to our demographic. We know, even if you don't support this motherfucker, you know who he is. So they can't even go to our demographic.
Yep.
They got just imagine them just looking at him and he's just sitting there like, yeah, that's me.
A whole bunch of 6s and 9s on his body, just
Shit.
With the sticky So anyway. So, Gummo was a diss record to Trippie Redd. Well, he snitched on Trippie Redd and said, yeah, he was part of another New York Blood set.
What kind of shit is that?
Trippie Redd was like, what the
in the midst of him going through his own shit.
Yeah.
With stealing records from somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Trippie Redd just waking up in the morning seeing that, what the fuck?
It's like, goddamn. Just everybody snitching.
Nigga in court in Pro Tools. Shit.
So, continue on. So then 6ix9ine revealed that he gave a majority of his earnings to the gang. So, for example, if he made over $250K at a show or performance, he'll give $65,000 to the gang, to Shotty, who was his manager. And the reasoning? Shotty just said, feed the wolves, feed the homies.
Time out.
Yeah.
Now let's stop here and examine this.
Yep.
$250,000. He would give them $65,000.
Why does that sound like it's about right?
Fam, this isn't extortion. This is a management fee.
Oh, that's right. He was his manager.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Russ. This nigga told me, he said $65,000. These niggas about to go to jail for life over an annual salary.
And pretty much the money, according to 6ix9ine, the money was used to buy guns for the gangs and shit like that. Saying to feed the homies,
feed the wolves, feed the homies.
Feed the homies. They gotta do it for the homies. And 6ix9ine said, I didn't question you, so I just kept going.
Niggas didn't know that they was getting fed by a rat.
Yeah.
Anyway, so continue on. He says his beef with Trippie Redd was because of quote unquote jealousy, and he admits he orchestrated the attack on him and his crew, which took place at a hotel, which was led by Shotty, which then also led to the incident that happened back at Yams Day back in 2008, last year. If y'all remember that shit.
At the Barclays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. So then they talk about the past beef with Casanova and reveals that he's part of another fucking blood set. Oh yeah, that's another one. Yeah, Casanova's a blood too. And he wanted funk with him after the release of that single Set Trippin'. So I never heard that thing from Casanova, but he wanted funk. But the only reason why the beef didn't escalate is because Shotty and everyone told him, like, yeah, they had fear of them retaliating, so they stopped it. So I was like, oh, that's smart. Stupid. He also talked about the incident that happened in Texas with a Rap-A-Lot affiliate when Rap-A-Lot blocked them from fucking performing and shit like that because they didn't check in, which then led to that robbing and beating of a Rap-A-Lot affiliate in New York City in broad fucking daylight. He admitted that, you remember when Chief Keef got shot up? Or his hotel, you remember when that shit, when he got shot up?
Yeah, it was like broad daylight.
No, that was at night. That one was at night. I think it was.
No.
That one was at broad daylight?
That one was in the morning.
Yeah.
In the morning?
Yeah. Remember, because that shit happened like...
Yeah, you're right.
We were waking up and we found the news out.
Yeah. But who orchestrated that? You guessed it. 6ix9ine.
Bitch, you guessed it.
You was motherfucking right.
Niggas are idiots.
Yeah, shit. Anyway, then we go, and then this is the kicker. This all happened on the first day too. He goes into extreme detail on the night he got kidnapped and robbed. Y'all remember that story? We all thought that shit was fake. No.
It was real.
The government released the surveillance footage that happened. In the car and everything. They had cameras in that bitch. And it was like 20 minutes, man, and you literally hear 6ix9ine pleading for his life.
And that shit looked like a fucking movie.
Time out.
Give me what I want!
Time out. None of y'all had an issue with the fact that this looked like
some movie.
Some Reno 911 shit. Like,
yeah.
I didn't go that far.
How clear HD it was.
Seriously.
But,
nah, dude, the audio was fucking clear.
That was OnStar. But yeah.
Bro, I'm saying the whole shit, even the video looked good.
Like, to me, when I first saw that, I was like, this looks like a setup.
Yeah.
How is this camera so fucking... This shit looks better than a fucking ESPN camera.
And then we come to find out today...
We're on par.
Yeah.
We come to find out today, here's a kicker today, because more shit just keeps coming out, because the trial's still going as we're talking. Turns out the driver, which was 6ix9ine's homie, quote unquote, he was an informant. Why was he an informant? Because ICE got him and they were going to kick him out the country. So, yeah, he was an informant.
What kind of shit is that?
Now let's get to some of these names, because we all have learned about Harv.
Yeah,
who was basically serving as the underboss. Mm-hmm. Of course, we know Shotty.
Right.
Then the first name that shocked me came into play. The artist formerly known as Mel Matrix, now known as Mel Murder. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait a minute, the nigga from Bird Gang? That Mel Matrix? Wait, he's the godfather of this? That was a fucking twist.
I was like, hold up, what? Alright.
And then day one ended. And I was like,
wait a minute.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Literally, it was like Mel Murder, and then it ends. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's it for today. So, yeah. So then
day two happens.
Oh, God.
That's my word. Get up in their face.
They played that.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
And I've been waiting, baby.
And once again, the jury had to sit.
The jury had to sit and listen to this record.
And listen to Play for the Jury and the jury.
Play for the jury and the shots. Nigga. I'm doing snitch. Shit still kind of whack.
Oh, man. Y'all can say what y'all want, man.
No, I'm just saying.
I can't fuck. I never did fuck with dude's music from the jump. So let me just be clear about that shit.
Well, I never did either.
Even less now. Like,
oh, this is just comedy.
Yeah.
All this shit is satire.
Like we've said on the show before, it wasn't that we fucked with it. It was that we kind of understood it at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We understood.
This is some shit you played when niggas getting jumped and robbed.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting robbed, 6ix9ine talked about the jury that he had on. Like he goes into detail about the jury he had on was worth over $365K. When he went on Angie Martinez, he lied and said it was worth $1 million. Why did he lie? Because he was embarrassed. Because his street cred got fucked up, so he was just embarrassed and shit like that. Keeps going. Oh, man. It just keeps going deeper and deeper, people. So then he says that Jim Jones was a part of the 9 Trey Bloods.
Oh, yeah. What happened to your shaft? There's powerful niggardry at work here.
And said that he was a retired rapper.
Stop. Just now, let's break this. Stop.
He was in jail.
Wait.
Just stop.
There's so much in just one sentence. I can't believe I'm writing this shit and reading this shit.
Fam.
Well, you wrote it also.
I know.
It's not the fact that Jim Jones was named as a Blood. He's been saying that for years.
Yeah.
That was never, you know what I'm saying? We never questioned that.
Oh, not at all.
No.
It's just the fact that in the form of line of questioning, we're all looking at it like, Jim Jones is involved with this? Wait, hold a timeout. Hold the fuck up.
What kind of shit is that?
Jim Jones? And then it goes to a wiretap, and at that point, that's when I was like, son of a bitch.
So, the court plays a wiretap recording of Jim Jones talking to Mel Murda, saying that 6ix9ine is going to be quote-unquote violated because Shorty is on some bullshit.
He said he should be.
He should be. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Because you got to remember, that helps Jim out in case they start, he ain't saying that. I didn't say this. I just said he...
Like, he's not calling the shot, but he
said he should be.
Yeah,
he should be violated. And that phone call took place literally the day after 6ix9ine's last Breakfast Club interview where he shits on 9 Trey. That's when he fired the management and shit. Shotty's just, man, I didn't put it on the notes, but he went into detail about what Shotty was doing. He was the one that was shooting up people in broad daylight.
Literally running up the car.
Getting on his knees. Like a movie and just shooting at niggas.
No fucks given.
Tupac and All Eyes on Me.
And mind you,
got the car from the limo.
This nigga was on
sniper range on the cops.
That nigga was on Love and Hip-Hop, man, and he was doing that shit. Like, what the fuck, my nigga?
Did you ever watch the episodes with him?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do like me and go and rewatch the clip when he had Alexis Sky? And
I remember that clip. I know.
And Fetty Wap, and how all of a sudden now it looks a little different.
Oh,
as a result of it.
Oh, it looks funny.
I don't want to see him get out of my bed. Well, you ain't got much of a choice. He's here.
Yep.
Now it's kind of looking a little different. Like it's like, oh,
he was all sitting there like a businessman and shit like that. When
yeah,
he was the one during the ringleader. Remember, 6ix9ine was on camera putting a hit out on Chief Keef, and Shotty was like, "Yeah, do that." I just all right. So Cardi's
gather yourself.
It's a lot. Okay,
gather yourself, bro. All right.
So Cardi B, how did her name get brought up? Somehow, some way, Cardi B's name got brought up, and the lawyers asked him if he got inspired through Cardi's gang ties. So 6ix9ine said he didn't know. Page 6 just went with the story and misquoted the exchange and said that Cardi B was a part of the 9 Trey Bloods. Cardi B has came out and said no. And Atlanta Records said
no. And
when she also said that she's part of the Brims.
Yeah, and
and then deleted.
So just snitch on yourself. That's cool. You know what I mean? Might as well. Everybody snitching.
Just snitched on herself, and then she was like, "Oops."
Wait, I got Pepsi money. Let me delete that shit.
So, yeah, it was a lot. All happening within 3 days of each other. And the main thing I got out of this shit was that he admitted that the only reason why he's doing all this, that he's fully snitching, is because if he fully cooperates, he can be released as early as next year.
Free!
Bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I mean, it was must read Twitter.
It was must read Twitter.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was just shocking. Like, we were seeing all this go down in real time. It was elite snitching. He was giving names. He showed the handshake.
Oh yeah, time out. Let's go into that. The nigga that taught him the handshake.
Taught him how to do the handshake.
He brought his name up, and that nigga, we didn't hear from him anymore after the handshake.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all he does. That's all he does, man. He's the handshake
new
gang members.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is the handshake.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you got new levels that when you hit corporate America, you can start a new job in corporate America.
Yeah,
how each person has a specific role in a level.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the nigga's role. He just teaches you the handshake, and then
he's a trainer.
Yeah,
that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He trains you, and then he's halfway retired. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
on the way out.
Yeah, he don't put dirt in anymore, but he still garners the respect to train the newcomers. You know what I'm saying?
Now, people, if you listen to this, we don't know this for sure. This is just satire. So don't us. Okay. Oh, there's our favorite track.
Shit, he's back.
Order 66 anthem.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
And I've been waiting, baby.
They didn't put this in court, but they probably will. Probably happened.
I mean, yeah, it probably did, and we didn't know.
Yeah.
Man. Thoughts, gentlemen, about all this?
I'm convinced he was a plant this whole time after seeing everything.
Oh, I felt that too.
I feel like if anybody...
I have a theory.
If anybody ever needed any convincing that the hip-hop police existed, I believe they planted that motherfucker. There's no way in hell that you can get all of that information. Like, just think about that for a second. In a span of 1 year.
Shit.
Just 1 year. You seem to find the right gang that doesn't really focus on initiating an affiliate or doing background checks on an affiliate.
Right.
You just lucked out to get the one set.
In New York.
One set.
Because that wouldn't have happened out here in the Bay.
No, California's just different.
We
California
smart.
together is completely different.
It's just different out here.
Maybe in Texas. No, you can't do that in Texas.
No, definitely can't.
Only in New York.
I'm not even gonna say you allowed that to happen, because to me, when you're a plant, it's bigger than allow. He was able to infiltrate all of that and give out so much information. It's not just a string of events happening. No, he was a plant.
This is what I feel happened. This is my theory about what happened. Remember how he got caught up for the whole pedophile shit?
Yeah.
I feel when they brought him in, they saw what he was about. They looked at him. It was on some white boy Jim. Was it White Boy Jim?
White Boy Rick?
White Boy Rick shit. They sat him down and said, look, we make all this shit go away. But see this gang out here? We've been watching these niggas for like the past few years, past few months and shit, but we can get nothing on them. We want you to go in there and be a part of them and get your hip-hop thing and do all that shit. And then we'll keep tabs on you. But we make this go away. As long as you join them and do some In Too Deep shit, yeah. And then that's what happened.
Yeah.
In Too Deep, Donnie Brasco, fucking
Goodfellas.
Shit.
Like,
this goes on and on.
Pretty much when he was in there, he probably got them in there and then, because it just explains a lot how he had all that fucking security all the damn time. It explains when he went out to fucking Chicago and went to Chief Keef's hood and shit like that.
And jumped out for 10 seconds.
And then went back home. That's why he was untouchable, because the government was making sure he was untouchable because he was valuable. Chief Keef even said, yeah, that nigga's an informant. Like, flat out.
They knew straight up.
The streets knew.
Yeah. I remember a bunch of people calling Chief Keef and 300 soft because they wouldn't touch him.
They looked at him like, no, he's an informant.
Yeah, like, nah, we
like, no.
And I really fully believe, after, like, now that I'm really just thinking about it, that nigga was an informant. He was a plant, not a plant, but a pawn. He was like a double agent pawn. Like a double agent pawn in this shit. He was getting used because all he wanted was a rap career, and he got it. But the devil came collecting.
Which leads me to point number 2. Remember we were talking about gatekeepers when it came to Lil Nas X. We gotta evaluate our gatekeepers in hip hop.
Cause they allowed this shit to happen. They allowed this shit to fucking happen. Nicki Minaj,
off of jokes and giggles and shit.
Kanye West, fucking who else? Tory Lanez. Who else did?
I wasn't really focused on the artists themselves because artists gonna work with artists, so I wasn't focused on that. I was talking about the bloggers.
The bloggers.
Yeah.
Academics.
The motherfuckers that live in American suburbia who ain't got no dealings. And when I say dealings, it ain't even about dirt. It's just having your people in these areas.
Yeah.
So they don't have to go visit these areas, which means they don't have to be in know of these areas.
Right.
You feel all comfortable doing this shit with a mountain view outside your damn bedroom window.
And trolling, looking on his Instagram, telling other niggas to
being
suck
on your
his
Twitch,
dick.
being on your Instagram, being on all that bullshit.
And looking and laughing
safeness.
and laughing at his Twitter feed, his Instagram feed when he's telling other niggas to suck his dick and call him stupid and literally like starting shit on social media. And the thing about this whole case is that they had shit. Like, you're talking about all the Disney shit.
From everywhere. It wasn't like, there's a difference between having shit and then there's shit everywhere.
They had wiretappings. They had the DMs, phone calls. They had his text messages. They had surveillance footage. They had everything.
Nigga, they had ICE planting illegal immigrants.
Bruh.
Man. They had, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, they had all this evidence. They could have got him at any time. And they were letting all this crime happen when Shawty was shooting in broad daylight. They were letting all that shit go down. They were watching everything and they were just waiting. They were just stacking the case up. Like, oh yeah, keep doing that shit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, wait. And the only reason why they went after him in the first, the only reason why they arrested him is because they wiretapped him again. And they said that they heard him and Shawty, like Shawty and his other people talk, saying, we're going to physically violate him. So that's when they called 6ix9ine. That explains why they called him and let him know, like, yo, they're about to get you,
All
bro.
right, it's too deep now. Let's go.
Yeah, it's too deep now. You got to go. No. Then they arrested him for his own protection.
No.
I blame all y'all motherfuckers for allowing this motherfucker to show up in hip-hop and do this shit.
Seriously.
I blame y'all for listening to his music and saying, oh, he's good for hip-hop. No, he don't know what he's doing. So it makes me go back to Fat Joe's interview, man. When Fat Joe literally prophesied the shit and told him, 1,000% they are coming for you.
The first Breakfast Club interview when Charlamagne said, I just hope you're here. I don't even care about the music. I just hope you're alive next year.
So he's alive.
Yeah.
Behind bars. And he's in the super, like, what's it called? Like, in the where he's at in jail, where all the snitches are at. The super informants.
General Pop.
Wait, no, he's not in general.
No.
I thought he got moved to General Pop.
Oh, no.
They have to keep him.
Oh, no.
down.
They
You know what I mean?
moved him to General, then they moved him out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he's
You
with
have
the...
to.
No, you know who I was thinking of? R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly got moved to General Pop.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's all the cases.
Somebody in there wants that chocolate factory.
Give me what I want.
Good God. Good God.
He's probably getting that chocolate factory right now. That's all we keep hearing.
Bobby's telling them yes.
I'm done. Nah, but 6ix9ine is protected right now. He is. They called him a star witness, bruh. He is the star witness.
Oh, he's a franchise player.
Franchise player. They put the franchise tag
shit.
on him. He is very valuable to him.
If 2K was this nigga is the my player, the franchise.
Yeah, man.
He got all the endorsements.
Like I said, something was gonna happen to him, but God damn,
I mean,
this is
No, now we
would
know
have never seen this.
Now we know how he's going to be able to transition out. He's a plant.
he needs to get the fuck out of here, man. Like because the story is still ongoing, so we don't know what's gonna happen next.
None.
We don't know if they're gonna keep him in jail or if they're gonna let him out. Either way, he is fucked. They gotta send him somewhere. Send him to the fucking Amazon. Send him to London. They gotta hide him in the fucking. Well, he can't come back to America. Gangs don't like shit. I don't know what to say. But I blame y'all niggas. I blame every single one of y'all, the people, for allowing this nigga in hip hop. He was, no matter how we all try to spin it, he was bad for hip hop. He was a cancer to hip hop.
Yeah.
He brought nothing but fuck shit. And I told somebody one day when they were siding with them, it's like, oh, he's really good and all this stuff. They were siding with a whole bunch of Azalea Banks and all this other shit. I said flat out, the people you're siding with are on the wrong side of history. And 6ix9ine, he's on the wrong side of history, people.
Speaking of that, them old tweets of everybody building him up over the years start resurfacing.
They got.
Oh my God.
One nigga in his tweet said, "Man, 6ix9ine really was out here beefing with 300 and walked the tail and got Shorty out in Houston around Jay Prince and got her out. Can't do nothing but respect him.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work.
Yeah, Jay Prince even coming out the woodwork saying, we ain't know nothing about that. We will fuck that nigga up. That's why Jay Prince didn't touch him either, because everybody
All
knew.
These real street niggas did not touch him for a reason.
They knew what he was about. Treyway, y'all niggas are idiots.
Treyway with the 3.
Yeah. No matter how y'all try to spin it, I don't feel bad for that. I don't feel bad for Shotty. I don't feel bad for none of them niggas. Y'all niggas were fucking idiots for letting that nigga in.
Again,
you made Bloods look bad.
Again, just...
This is a powerful day for Crips.
Wow.
I'm saying.
Crips, this feel good to be a Crip, huh?
I mean, if you Dave East, you walking out of that failed threesome, chin held high.
Oh my God.
Like,
man, Snoop Dogg, it feel good to be a Crip. Bloods be snitching. I don't mean that. I don't got no street cred.
I mean, I'm just confused at how it I shouldn't even say confused. I just said it. I answered it like he's the plant. I'm just, again, you end up getting the one set that doesn't go through an initiation of affiliation process.
Like, bro, this is what happens when you let squares in your circle.
Yeah. What's even crazier is Marv, that nigga
Straight
Marv that robbed him. Harv, he told him flat out in the testimony because 6ix9ine said, like, yeah, this ain't for you, homie. Get your money, count your money, and just get the fuck out of here. But did 6ix9ine listen?
No.
I mean, why we keep calling him 6ix9ine? You're Daniel Hernandez. 6ix9ine is dead.
Danny Dimes.
No, that's Joe shit. We gotta call him something else.
No, that's what New York's calling him, Danny Dimes.
Oh, really?
Because of Daniel Jones, they call him Danny Dimes. So it's just double. There's 2 Daniels.
Man.
2 Daniels in New York, Danny Dimes.
Yep.
Damn.
Double entendre.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Danny, shit, man. You're the laughing stock of hip hop. But the thing is, he probably enjoys it. In a way, he probably kind of enjoyed it. He probably knew what he was doing. The thing I always realized, he knew exactly what he was doing. When that Breakfast Club interview, he knew how to control the room. Yeah. He knew how to control that courtroom. He knew exactly what he was doing.
He knew how to control that set.
That's probably why they wanted him. The feds, allegedly. Because he knew how to control it. He probably could talk a good game.
That's crazy.
That's probably why he got in there, because he could talk a good game. Mm-hmm. He knew what he was doing. At least he was academics.
Imagine, man, he could have went to college and...
Yeah, and he failed out after 7th grade. Stupid.
I'm not concerned about that. There's a lot of niggas that are intelligent that didn't finish,
True.
grade school. I ain't talking about that. I'm just saying, with the gift of gab like that, all you had to do was just go get a degree to polish it.
Yeah, seriously,
and then he would have been really spooky. Oh, well. Stupid. Well, speaking of stupid, let's talk about academics for a moment. I told y'all that something was going to happen to XXX, and it happened. I told you something was going to happen to 6ix9ine, and it happened. Academics, tick, tick, tick. I am telling y'all right now, something's going to happen to fucking DJ Academics. I don't know how soon, but I feel in my soul something's going to happen to him. I don't think he's going to get shot or killed, but something's going to spook him to death. Like, damn, I should rethink this shit. Don't be surprised if you watch Everyday Struggle and he has a big old black eye on his face.
Yeah.
Or some shit, or he has some bruises.
My ass off.
Oh, I'll be the most watched episode. Sitting in front of Wayne on the desk, like, I got my ass whooped.
For real.
Nah. So pretty much he's doing more Twitches because Everyday Struggle's on a fucking hiatus for a few weeks, but perfect timing.
Mm-hmm. I wonder why.
And he was all talking about that. He was talking about the whole case, and he felt that there was a snitch within Treyway that led to Academics' arrest and shit. And he's still talking about this shit, and I'm like, my nigga. You were the most affiliated with that nigga, bruh. Why are you still talking about this shit?
Seriously, taking trips to DR with him and shit.
You feel me?
The fuck?
You were his BFF.
Yeah.
Flat out. No matter how you try to spend, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. You are his BFF. Dude, when you go on his Twitter, when you go on 6ix9ine's Twitter, at the pinned tweet, you see a song that he did with him. The Academics did with fucking 6ix9ine. Yep. It's still there. 6ix9ine was in his videos. He affiliated himself with 6ix9ine. He affiliated himself with the fuck shit. He even said, because he kept going on a whole rant about, Nicki Minaj and shit like that. He goes, because he was talking about the whole 6ix9ine. He's like, this was like before the snitching happened. He was like, 6ix9ine I don't call 6ix9ine when he's in jail. 6ix9ine calls me. I'm really good with him. You think the nigga?
Shut the fuck up. Seriously. Thank
what are you doing? Like,
Where's my music? Shit.
and it's just like, bro, it's like Jason, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he said something like, I'm telling y'all right now, something gonna happen to him. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it all comes in threes. And devil gonna come knocking for him because he's already talking hell of shit about Nicki. Like he's going on a whole rant, shit that I've already been said, which I don't need to get into. But he did relay some other information, which I found quite interesting. So apparently, he, from a very reliable source, he was talking about what led to Drake and Meek's beef or whatever. And apparently, what happened was that Meek, when they're together, Meek and Nicki went to a Gucci store or whatever, and I guess Meek didn't have enough money, and he was already still tripping about Drake's verse because he felt that he was talking about Nicki and shit like that. So he asked Nicki. Nicki said, "I don't know what you're talking about." Blah 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 blah. He already thought about the ghostwriting shit, so she still, "I don't know what you're talking about." So that day, he didn't have enough money to pay for all the shit. So Nicki just looked at him and said, Drake would have never done that, and just paid everything and just walked away. And Meek was hella insecure, and then that led to the whole tweets that happened about the all that other shit. And I was like, oh, word? Huh. Also said she was the reason why Quentin Miller got beat up too. That's just dry snitching, man. So yeah. That's all I can say about that. Something's gonna happen to him, and just don't be surprised. Any last words about Snitch? 9?
Memes were great.
The memes were fucking awesome. Especially
shit. This fucking case done got fucking Nino Brown about to make a return to the fucking big screen as a result of this now.
This
for real.
Man, 6ix9ine, this whole movie. This is a movie. All this shit's going on.
No, this isn't a movie. This is a Netflix series.
You think a docu-series?
No, it's not a docu-series. They can make a legit 3-season.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Series out of this.
I'm with you on that. It's like inspired by a true story. It's like when we go back and look at this, and our kids are like, "Dad, did that happen?" Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it did.
This is one of those, that really happened.
Yeah, it did.
This is based on a true story. When we look back on this, like,
in the history books of, damn, that really happened, it's going to be Trump, and then it's going to be this.
Shit.
Obama, Trump, this.
Nah, I wouldn't necessarily put Obama. Like, don't get me wrong.
It's like he had
was
a
amazing.
It's like, oh my god, we had a black president.
Damn, this really happened.
Oh, well,
you know what
negative.
I mean? Yeah,
it was.
Exactly.
I say, damn, that really happened. It's like good and bad.
I mean, if you want to go on both ends of the spectrum, sure.
Yeah.
But that sounds like some negative shit.
Oh, the negative? Like, damn, that really happened?
What the fuck?
9/11, Trump, 6ix9ine.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the list.
Yeah.
6ix9ine. This is gonna be a great movie. So you think a series, a 3-season?
No, not a docu-series. I'm talking about make a legit
FX series, like American Crime Story.
Yeah,
American Crime Story.
Not even American Crime Story. Just make it its own. It doesn't need to be anything. It doesn't need to be under any series. No nothing. It just get a green light, a 3-season series. Mm-hmm. The first season is literally him, working out the restaurant like he said he was at 13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The little beginnings.
Giving out a bag right now.
The whole second season is all the shits. And then the last season is
all the tough guy act, and then the last one, caught up.
Yeah. The whole last season is the whole last year.
I think this will be just like it'll be like a limited series because it's all happened in 1 year. It literally, all this shit happened.
I'm saying you could break it down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the OJ shit happened in just one, how many episodes was that? 13?
Well, you get 5, but each one of them was an hour and a half.
It was 5 episodes?
Yeah. The OJ doc?
No, I'm talking about the series, the American Crime
there's a difference with that.
The Crime Story.
Everybody was OJ'd out, so nobody wants to watch OJ.
But it happened at the same time. It happened at the same time. They both came out at the same time, is what I'm saying. I mean, I'm asking, how many episodes was the American Crime Story?
It was 10.
You can make 10 episodes of this.
But I'm saying the difference is that everybody is, the story's 20 years old. 25 years old. You know what I mean? Like,
the OJ one. Yeah.
This one is you can milk this.
Seriously.
Look what they did with 13 Reasons Why. That was supposed to be 1 season.
Man.
Now it's going. Wait, you said they were confirming season 4?
Yeah.
You don't think they could do 3 seasons of this?
Easy, especially the way you mapped it out.
Yeah,
Fuck
nigga, I'm pushing T. This is easy money.
The downfall where he is now and shit.
Yeah,
because the story's still going. As we're talking, the story's still going. As we are talking, it is still going.
Still unraveling.
Still unraveling. So we'll be back on this.
The plot thickens.
Shit.
Yeah.
This would be a good. I feel this would be a good movie, a James Franco movie. I keep saying James Franco. I just keep seeing James Franco doing it, producing and directing it.
I don't give a fuck. Who,
Anthony Mackie needs to play.
produces-
Anthony Mackie needs to play Shoddy. That's all I gotta say, and I'll be happy. Just how you're happy with it about Kiss Me Fat Boy. If I see Papa Doc as Shoddy, I will be happy.
You know who else they could get to play Shoddy?
Who?
Wood Harris.
He's old though.
He could work.
I know he can work, but he's old though.
CGI.
Yeah. If the government is behind this, the government will fund this series.
CGI.
As a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
This is a cautionary tale. Triple X and 6ix9ine are cautionary tales. And Academics, you're gonna be next. Shit.
Or he just, every story has a survivor.
The story.
Academics could be the one that lucks out and makes it.
Shit.
You never
He's
know.
like Tyreek. No, I did not watch this week's episode, so don't bring it up.
I was bringing up how the Boondocks is.
Hey, bring that up.
Well, no, we know it was coming back. We thought we were going back to Adult Swim. Nah.
No.
HBO Max has cleared that shit, and they said we don't want one, we want 2 seasons. Let's go.
With Aaron McGruder.
Yeah. The only thing I saw was that Carl Jones still the cartoonist.
Yep.
It's still unknown if he's going to be back involved, but
I think he's still been retweeting about it.
yeah.
So yeah, if he's still retweeting about it, he's still a part of it.
Well, he said he hasn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, as long as Aaron McGruder's still there, and I still follow the Boondocks bootleg on Instagram, so that's when I found out about everything. So
HBO Max about to get all that $16.99
yeah, they
for
pissed
sure.
me off. They pissed me off. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, you gonna make me order this shit, huh?
Yeah, and just for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for me.
For me.
Like seriously.
Yeah. And also on top of that, when it comes to Disney Plus, well, I said we won't get all the shit. Not really. Not yet from Jump. Because I was specifically thinking about the MCU list. And, fucking the MC... What's it called? There's reports that saying they are going to release an Infinity Saga Death Set, which I am getting. Hella high water, I'm getting that shit. But it's not going to be on Disney Plus. No, the whole Infinity Saga? Nope, not yet. They're only going to put one at launch, when it launches in November. It's only going to be Iron Man 1 and Thor Dark World, which is what people consider the worst out of the whole Disney MCU. The whole MCU. As soon as I saw that, I'm like...
I'm so excited.
Give me what I want.
And then on top of that, when it comes to Star Wars, they're going to pretty much have all the Star Wars movies except for Last Jedi and fucking Solo, I guess. And they're going to have all the Disney shows and...
Whatever.
It's like, oh, okay, so you're telling me I could wait. All right, that's what I'm about to do.
Yep. I mean, plain and simple, yep.
Yeah, I'm going to wait.
You only got Iron Man and Thor 2.
And also on top of that, all the series are going to be uploaded, all the episodes are going to be uploaded what's it called? Every week? And
Weekly.
Shit? Weekly. Yeah. So it's like, I could wait. I can just wait to binge
wait
watch
till
it.
they all get on there, add the shit, boom.
They're going to gradually do it. That's the thing that's going to piss me off. They're gradually going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like within months and shit. They're going to, every other week, they're going to add 2 or 3 more movies. Not the whole set. They're going to gradually, they're going to upload Endgame first instead of Infinity War. Like, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know why I pushed it.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not going to dive too much into power. I just will say this, that after the 5th episode, they're just doing whatever the fuck they want at this point. Like,
that's just all I've been hearing. Proctor, that was...
It legit turned into a Grand Theft Auto mission. Shit, like, there's shit that doesn't take place anywhere else but Grand Theft Auto and Michael Bay movies.
And y'all still watch the shit.
I don't.
You gotta finish it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna binge the last 3 episodes.
Don't do it. Just start watching because you're gonna piss yourself.
I'm already pissed. I'm gonna piss myself off more.
If you watch for like 3 hours straight, you're gonna be mad.
I'm already mad.
So
I'm like Bruce Banner. I'm always mad.
Nah, that's
He's
that's not a good thing to do. You might as well just start watching them.
Bad for my health. It's bad for my mental health.
Yeah, because it's literally like, all right,
it's gonna be like, this is stupid.
You know how I'm always the one like, okay, I've reached that point where I'm like, all right, let's just come on.
You just become numb to it.
Let's just get it over with.
Give me what I want.
shit.
Well, at least the theme song's back to normal, so I can tolerate that.
That's not the only thing.
What?
The boys are back together. Ghost and Tommy. Once enemies, literally 2 minutes later, are forced to come back together as brothers.
Weren't they?
Don't do it.
He killed his side chick.
Don't try to figure this shit out.
Killed his dad.
Don't do it, bro.
Killed their lawyer.
You're just gonna hurt yourself.
Literally shot up his place. His place is unlivable at this point.
Why did he shoot Proctor? Why did he shoot?
Fuck, I told
Proctor told Sax that it was him that shot Angela. So they have no proof.
So he just went and just shot toward her anyway?
Yeah, he's Proctor's the one that told Sax that.
Oh.
Because Sax played him in the, remember?
Yeah.
His mother of his child died. He had the recording. He played him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he went over there and used one of them legit Tommy gun flamethrower bullets that you use in Grand Theft Auto where it just rounds off 20 rounds in 3 seconds.
And then he was like Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal?
Yeah, just shot Ghost's crib all the way up. Kills Proctor. This happened in Ghost's crib. Kills Proctor. But as a result of Tariq's doings, Tariq gets kidnapped by Vincent.
Good.
And the ransom is $2 million.
Good.
But Vincent calls both Tommy and Ghost. And they both show up. And he tells them, I want $2 million. And then in the preview following, it's, we're not boys anymore, but we're always brothers. And these niggas literally start pulling up all the drugs, and they spend the next 24 hours. And I told you when the season was starting, I said, they're going to find a way to bring them niggas and put them back together. And this is the time. That's why you need to watch those right away, because if you watch it going into that one, you're just going to be fucking pissed off. So just watch them this week.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Like, Mr. Big, look at you. I did this to you.
Yeah.
It's a big rich town.
Oh, it's a big rich town, all right.
My homegirl's all telling me, look, oh my God, Proctor died. It's not Tariq. If you tell me, watch this week's episode, I'm like, why? Just watch it. And you don't spoil it. I'm like, oh, he's going to die. There's going to be some other
tell
bullshit.
him that next week.
He's going to live through.
I know he is.
He's going to be the final betrayal. Trust me.
I know. That's the whole reason why.
Yeah.
They're going to make a spin-off of his ass.
Oh, and the chick that was supposed to be his Tasha?
She died?
No. She was working with some other street gang that was already pushing drugs on the campus. And
she with the Nitrate Bloods?
Hey.
Shit.
And she infiltrated him and got him kicked out the school.
Good.
So
at least he kicked out of school now. Yeah. You're getting no fucking education, bitch ass nigga.
Oh, and the most important thing about it.
What was more important?
Remember how Proctor was involved with the agent's murder because Tommy stabbed him at his crib?
Yeah.
All those seasons back?
Yeah, I was way back, yeah.
Well, he gave his daughter a pendant, and inside the pendant is the SIM card.
Okay.
Of the recording. And he, his friend or his cousin who's the mobster.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's supposed to know what to do with that information moving forward.
So the woman who wrote this damn shit.
Oh, Maria's dead. The girl they were bringing back to inform.
Yeah, I know.
Tommy did both of them in a span of 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Ghost took like 3 episodes to try to do all this shit, and Tommy just did it in 20 minutes. I know.
Now remember, people, all this shit happened over some pussy.
All of it.
All of it. Over some side pussy. Not the main pussy. Just some side pussy.
That's dead.
That is dead now. That is now it's pussy subconscious. The pussy's now is he fucking the subconscious too?
No, she's not back.
I know she's not back, but the subconscious.
No, she's not even in this episode.
Okay, but pretty soon he's gonna fuck the subconscious. It's just at this point the way this show is.
That's not the craziest thing. I mean, you heard of the chick explaining the story a while back in real life that she had sex with a ghost and now they're engaged. You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Was she white?
Of course.
Yeah. Area 51 now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So what I didn't catch, so did you watch how did they do the whole running shit?
Yes.
Did they do the Naruto run?
Naruto run?
No.
I was impressed. They lived out, first of all, that's disrespectful. Round of applause to these Europeans who decided that
white people
decided that the government was too busy with 6ix9ine to really be focused on this Area 51 shit. Because when I woke up and saw it was trending, I was like, wait, they actually still went? No, major props to them.
How many people were there?
A good, at least 200.
Oh, okay. And how many people signed that shit?
I mean, of course, 900,000, but realistically, you just need 200 to go to be representatives. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it went from 900,000
to 200.
But did you really believe 900,000 people was going to show up? That's my point.
Yeah.
Nobody was supposed to show up, but the fact 200 did, I got to respect it.
That's a good amount of people.
Yeah. And then the first sign showed up and said, "I'm here to clap them alien cheeks," and I was like, "Oh, they for real about this business?"
And that was a worldwide trending. Where it was trending worldwide. Clapping alien cheeks.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Gotta love America.
Oh, yeah.
Land of the free.
So what happened after that?
Free! That's basically what happened. They yelled and they Naruto ran and they did. That's it. Like that. That's all they did. They Naruto ran. They held signs.
And all they heard was,
Oh my God!
Give me what I want!
No, there was no gunshot. None of that. They actually punked the government. They said, "Oh, y'all about that big talk, but ain't no y'all was talking all that big shit.
They didn't get close enough.
But ain't get that big shit.
They didn't get close enough.
It's the fact that they still showed up. That's the thing.
Yeah, true.
Because if the government was really, again, if they weren't preoccupied with this shit going on in New York, it wouldn't matter how close they got. They would have had. They got snipers on the roof.
They already have it all mapped out. They know what they about to do with that nigga. They already know. But
Oh my God!
And I've been waiting,
Now back to New
baby.
York.
Nah, man.
New York is taking an L's.
Fat Joe's comments. Did you guys read them or hear
About
them?
what?
Oh, so you did not read. Okay.
No, I just asked about what.
I feel like I have, but I don't know exactly which one you're
Hang
talking
on,
about.
don't worry about it. I got you guys informed. Just give me one moment.
Does that make you an informant?
Hey.
Makes me a reporter. I report the shit. Put some
Just
respect on my
checking.
name.
Not gonna put no 6
So
line.
Fat Joe was on the radio station.
Which state? It doesn't matter.
I'm about to.
No, that's just.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what radio station.
Ebro in the game.
Okay, Hot 99.
Ebro Trey.
Shit.
So while he was there, in terms of Latinos and black hip hop culture,
Oh, that was the shit.
I remember.
he said, and I quote, "Sometimes Latinos may even identify themselves with African and black culture more than black people. This ain't no crazy thing."
Okay.
End quote. Now I dug into this
Of course you did.
because if I made time for 6ix9ine, I could definitely make time for this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're like,
that makes
well,
sense.
fuck it.
yeah. If it's all New York, let's keep it all New York. From playing devil's advocate, which I'm not going to do very much of on this topic. I'm just going to do it from this quick perspective. From what I've been told, New York, Latino, Latinx, Hispanic, all that culture is very different from West Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what he was implying, which I guess he felt everybody should know, which makes sense because he's talking to a New York station.
Yeah.
Was he was implying Latinos who come from Caribbean backgrounds,
Yeah.
which of course have black races part because of that whole thing. As in comparison to what we know between, a lot of rifts between black and brown out here.
Yeah, especially in LA.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
in LA.
So from that perspective, I was like, all right, you got me, because I'm not going to comment on New York culture because I don't know New York culture in terms of that. So I'm not going to speak on any of that. However, when he said that they identify more with black culture than black people, that's when I was like, all right, hold up now.
What kind of shit is that?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your shaft?
There's powerful niggery at work here.
See, to me, Fat Joe represents a very small demographic in terms of hip hop culture, where that's really all he knew. So it was kind of like, well, I'm good with it. Ain't no big deal with that. This is who I am. This is what I represent. It's not the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Nah.
As somebody who was half Hispanic, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? It's not that. And boy, did it cause an outpour all over
On social media?
Yeah.
Of course it did, because niggas wanted to be upset.
Yeah.
That's why I keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling.
Calm down, Dory.
Is that it?
That's basically it.
Okay.
I thought I was coming in and everybody knew what was going down, but
No, I thought there was more, because we all agreed with you. It was like,
Honestly, I was expecting more.
yeah, that's all.
like we all agreed
but-
with you on that. So it's like, oh, all right.
But apparently everybody we was all focused on 6ix9ine, so I get it.
What about to say? I'm looking in your notes now. Do we care about the BET Hip Hop Awards? No. Because y'all niggas don't care about it, so we ain't gonna care about it.
I just find it funny. They're just finding out like categories just to throw in now.
Yeah, they do it every year. Just to hope niggas show up. Yeah. What else?
Let's see. Ja Rule.
It's murder!
Old nigga Ja.
Jesus.
Ja Rule says that he plans to drop videos for every single song that he has made, and that even includes interludes.
He said that? He said interludes too?
Well, I take it when you say that you're going to make a video for every song ever made.
You take it quite literally.
I mean,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You take him at his word.
Even the videos, even the songs he did videos
I don't
for
know,
already?
and that's why this whole thing confuses me.
Ja Rule's been weird ever since the whole 50 shit. I think he has CTE.
To be honest, I thought that 6ix9ine was going to name Ja Rule and say that the 9 Trays helped him fund what he could fund for Firefest.
They probably could have.
And that's when I thought shit was about to go
left.
Yeah.
Oh, murder.
I thought that shit was about like, oh, now we're in corporate America.
Where is Ja Rule?
Yeah.
Where is Ja? I mean,
9 Tray Ja.
Irv knows how 6ix9ine feels. The government tried to almost take down Murder Inc. too. So, well, they did.
Well, they did. They raided that shit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Nigga wanted to be Death Row Records, and they said, we'll treat you like Death
we're
Row
gonna treat
Records.
you like Death Row Records.
How them niggas ran up in Wilshire, that's exactly what they did up in New York.
You thought.
Yeah. What... Are you guys really immersed in Ja discography?
No.
I will say there is one song I would like to see a video made for.
Which?
Story to Tell.
I remember that.
Off the Veni Vidi Vici.
The first one.
Yeah. The one that ended up being used in the Belly soundtrack when Buns and Sincere are driving around thinking about going to the Midwest. Remember they're driving around in the car late night after he picks them up?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Still a bad movie.
It's after
I have a really fucking horrible memory.
Okay, so you remember when they were fucking their girlfriends?
Oh, okay.
And then afterwards he calls them like freaked out, like I've been calling, like come on, let's go.
Yeah.
That drive, that song right there, that's that Ja Rule song.
Gotcha.
Story to Tell.
I don't know. I mean,
I would like to see how Down Ass Bitch would look redone. If Charlie Baltimore's still down to redo that.
How's he gonna have this? Is he gonna have this all in movie theaters?
I don't know
what
what
on Netflix, BET Plus. I mean,
come on, that's gonna be on the Fire app.
YouTube
or YouTube.
Damn, it's gonna be on the Fire app.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I should know better.
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna be on a USB shit too. Yeah.
I mean, like this is my thing with Ja. He's still in the mind frame where it's like, hey, if I get 500,000 likes on this, I'll drop a new record. Not really understanding that that's
not likely.
That's not how that works, man.
No one cares about you, Ja. 50 destroyed that, and then literally took your career. 50 literally took that nigga's music. He got on that nigga for singing, and then he started singing.
Out of all this, how did we even get to this point and not bring up how does 50 feel about all this 6ix9ine shit? Remember, he called him his son.
And he went on fucking Instagram.
Oh yeah, he's denying everything now.
Oh yeah, he called Jim Jones a snitch. I remember that. He was posting all sorts of shit on social media, on Instagram and shit. He quiet as fuck. He has to be quiet.
Oh yeah.
That nigga went back and he brought the Power theme song back. He shut the fuck up. He did.
Niggas called 50 a snitch.
Hey man, but his son picked up his trade stones. He ran right at his neck.
Yeah. And 50 called. Yeah, who else did 6ix9ine snitch on? I was like, oh yeah, and Tommy killed Angie.
Shit.
I mean, yeah, he got quiet because niggas called him a snitch too. So, it's just... See, back to that nigga, man. I just can't... It's still wild. It's just on the back... It's at the top of my head like... This shit really happened.
The BET Hip-Hop Awards might be empty as a result of that nigga.
Mm-hmm. In Atlanta.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't even think about.
Yeah. Might not have no BET Hip Hop Awards. Well, at least as far as the people that we're used to seeing.
Because they gotta look around. They gotta keep their mouth shut. Yeah. Keep their fucking mouth shut and look around and go ahead, man. And that was another thing that was interesting to me is how everyone on Twitter was all going like, if you were in 6ix9ine position, you would have done the same shit, nigga.
Let's break that down because that deserves its own topic.
I swear to God, man, I will not be in that fucking position, you stupid fucks.
Hell nah.
This is what I don't understand about that.
And you see, the only people that are saying this are white suburban kids.
Oh, exactly. It's kids that never have to worry about that shit.
Nah.
Who don't have, like...
They're used to snitching.
Alright, so... My thing is with this is... You can't paint this picture of this guy as this... misled, troubled youth who was just taken advantage of by a street gang.
And he always said in his interviews, 6ix9ine always said, oh, I'm just a kid. I'm 21 years old. I'm just a kid, nigga.
No.
What kind of shit is that?
Nigga, the police is shooting all our kids in the black and brown communities because they say they make moves like adults. You don't get that kind of, you know. We not. That's not a valuable answer.
Yeah. Oh.
This thing about snitching and not snitching. See, once again, we have to have this conversation because motherfuckers got shit confused because they running around like a bunch of Rileys.
Mm-hmm. It is Rileys.
That's all it is.
They're Rileys.
I mean, it's like you said, people, if you were in his position, you wouldn't do it? Of course I would. But you know why I would be in that situation? Because I would still be a civilian, having seen all this bullshit take place, which technically doesn't make me a snitch. Because I was never doing dirt with these motherfuckers.
This motherfucker was doing dirt and admitted he was doing dirt. Didn't care that he was doing dirt because all he cared about was likes and just the spotlight on him. He called himself the king of New York. He even said, I felt untouchable. And like I kept saying over and over again, God's gonna humble your ass.
Now the next thing that goes with that. It's just, there's just so much.
So much layers.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
So much layers to this. Of fuckery.
The next phase that goes with that is how they constantly bring up, they kidnapped him and they was fucking his baby mama
and extorting
him. So what's he supposed to do? And I'm like, well, yeah, you got a good point, except you forgot one thing. The motherfucker was calling hits
on Chief Keef
on behalf of them and them doing the dirt to call the hit.
On
them
camera.
acting on his shots.
On camera. So
at what point do you stop caping for it and just call it what it is? Now, if you want to come from the standpoint of, well, what do you expect, from somebody who's not really from the streets, I wholeheartily agree with you. Mm-hmm. We never expected him to keep it solid and stay 10 toes down to the soil. We
all knew he wasn't about that life.
That's like not what's in question.
Nah.
It's the simple fact y'all just keep trying to paint this narrative of him just
say you enjoyed just say you enjoyed the music. You enjoyed the music and you want more of that character, that gimmick. This is some wrestling shit. I watched
he's a great fucking character.
Yes, he is.
He was an amazing character.
He lived his gimmick. He didn't break kayfabe. Daniel Hernandez was nowhere to be found. He embodied Tekashi 6ix9ine. He believed his own hype. Oh my God, you niggas are fucking idiots. Y'all allowed this shit to happen. And the crazy thing is, if he decided to come back, he will be even bigger. If nothing was gonna happen to him, no, I'm saying
I don't know about that, man.
No, I'm saying you look at these fans, man. Like hypothetically speaking, if he would come back and nothing was gonna happen to him, he would be bigger.
I mean, you could say that, but honestly, bro, I mean, think about it. The only people that were, behind him was the white kids, right?
You see how powerful white kids are.
Hold up. But he also had the gangbangers at the time.
Yeah, no gangbangers gonna fuck with him. Not one.
And
it wasn't every single blood. Remember he came out here and Slim 400 and all that in YG.
Fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
I'll take that back. I'll say
he was a big piece
chunk
of his audience. Yeah, for
he's
sure.
a big chunk. But the thing is, there will be the fact I'm trying to say is there will be some people that will still accept him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of course.
That's the thing that's wild to me. It's like you would still accept the fuck shit.
And that's something I could never had imagined.
No, but here's the difference in who's accepting it. I would have believed everything, and I'm like, damn, yeah, actually, he possibly could have, had he not named Jim Jones.
If he had not named...
Now, people forget Jim Jones isn't just some nigga part of Dipset who, is a rapper. Mm-hmm. Jim Jones used to be corporate. Mm-hmm. A lot of motherfuckers that forget he used to head the A&R department, I believe. Was it Virgin or Warner Brothers?
I think Koch.
Or Koch, it developed. It eventually developed into a major label. Mm-hmm. So he was around for that. Last time I checked, he's cool with some pretty big upper heads in terms of hip hop, like I don't know, Diddy,
Jay-Z,
and
Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Rock Nation.
And think about just the branches that fall underneath just those two alone.
Yeah, Casanova, he's on Rock Nation too.
You know what I'm saying? So just levels of this shit. Now you're going to try to, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in terms of him trying to revive his career, you're now coming out and exposing people on behalf of these trees. It's not it's not like, he'll get away with that.
That's a fucking recipe for disaster.
He'll get away with that with Timmy from Morgan Hill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Oh yeah.
But realistically, how many shows are you doing around the suburban areas? You got to go downtown and do all those type of shows.
It's
and
crazy for
who do we find downtown? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I get you, man.
It's funny, like if the whole world now knows he's the most famous snitch in the world right now. One of the most famous. There's other world famous snitches, but he is.
Say, man, Sammy the Bull.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's always number
But he's one of the most. He's in history now.
Yeah,
as one of the most famous snitches in just history.
Henry Hill.
Just wild, man. Man, it's some good. I'm sorry, just to take it off, but it's just like it still just blows my mind. This is really fucking happening. It's like, wow, and hip hop allowed this. I'm not gonna lay off that. Hip hop allowed shit to happen.
We make jokes of it because I mean, you know, it's really all you can do at this point because we got no ties in it. We're not involved in it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you just laugh on it. But a part of me is looking at it with disgust. Like, y'all really allowed this to happen for our culture, and you let a fucking outsider. And I mean, whether you let again, because now, as Busby and I clearly theorized, he was a plant that was put in.
Yeah,
but it was just a simple fact. Like, again, we gotta really evaluate our fucking gatekeepers, man. Like, y'all just let anybody in.
Like Karina had a good point on her Twitter. She put like, I remember when you fucking niggas were promoting that nigga and having him at your shows and shit like that. I remember.
Yeah.
And then one of my Twitter followers going like, well, what were we supposed to do? Take a hit because we don't like him? Of course we're gonna fucking promote him or book him for our shows. And Karina was like, oh, so this is where we at now? Okay. And I'm going like, so y'all got no integrity. Y'all got no integrity. You guys will book that nigga at a show knowing the fuck shit he brings, putting everyone at risk because you want to take, hey man, it's money. No, money's good money, man.
Power of the dollar, man.
Power of the dollar. That's the root of evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. My mom taught me that, and I always lived with that. So you got no integrity. You just gonna allow that nigga to show up. Y'all niggas ain't shit, man. Just, ugh. Y'all disgust me. I don't know why I got back on that, but it just.
No, I mean, it's important to bring that up because again, like it's just the outcry.
Kids. He influenced kids, like little kids and shit like that. They heard his music. They got influenced by his shit.
Dog, not even the music, but like even
him.
Like sports players were doing his dance and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the court, on the sidelines and shit, like they would all be doing that fucking stupid ass dance.
It's like it was like
the whole. Actually, since I brought up the dance, that shit actually went viral and it was like a challenge for a minute.
And it's like it was like the lowest. His music is lowest common denominator music, man. And it's just like everybody, people were listening to it, and they love this shit because it sounded dope. And just, man, what the fuck?
I guess
this is why hip hop is. This is why Nas said hip hop is dead. Well, he was just a few years off, a decade off.
It was like a few years off.
It's like a decade off.
Nigga was a whole decade off. Like he was a whole fucking day off with his album.
Hey, speaking of albums, Kanye's album's supposed to drop this week. Jesus is King.
Yeah.
And let's make a bet. You think that shit's dropping on Friday? You really think it's dropping?
No.
What day you think it's dropping?
I don't know.
Let's make a bet.
I'm just gonna say it is.
You think it is?
Yeah, like as scheduled, Thursday 9:00 for us.
Okay. I don't know. Young M.A.'s dropping. That's all that matters.
That freestyle she did on Flex, boy.
I'm not surprised.
It's not even about being surprised. It's again, I was ignoring the 21 tracks on the album, and I was like, I still want to hear it. That freestyle, boy. I'm like, that's the only thing that matters to me on Friday.
Yeah,
got you.
I want to listen to what else. When she puts that shit with hooks, I want to hear that.
Yeah.
She spit her ass off.
That's all. I like
rapidy ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
can't help but respect it.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't allow myself to get too down with the 6ix9ine shit in terms of the culture.
Yeah.
Because, this too shall pass.
Yeah,
it will
pass.
It will go away. Everything will go back to business. It'll be that moment.
Yeah.
You might as well take it with music.
For right now?
What the fuck?
Yeah, just right now, it's a bad look.
It's a bad look. This is why country people looking at us like, ugh, them niggas.
Now niggas understand why why they felt the way about Lil Nas X.
Mm-hmm. Niggas.
Not any reflection of him or his character or his artistic work. Just
the shit that's going on.
I mean, when you see Lil Nas X, you can't help. Again, this isn't a knock on him, but you can't help but think, okay, is he serious or is it just on some 6ix9ine shit?
Yeah.
And is he trying to go over to our culture and do this shit?
And he's bordering that, but he's not. But it's in a good way. It's all in fun.
No, of course.
This one's all in fun.
But I'm not saying that they country motherfuckers knew who 6ix9ine was. I'm just throwing this out in the air.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is all it takes is one.
Yeah.
To fuck it up, which we'll get to later. in terms of one.
We'll get to him.
To fuck it up.
Let's talk about music.
But first, for music, very scarce week, but two drops and some singles came out. First on the list was Skyzoo and Pete Rock when they dropped Retropolitan. I really don't want to go too in depth with it because, of course, Pete Rock, a legendary producer within hip hop. Skyzoo is kind of one of those if you know, you know type artists.
One of them New York rappers, actually rap, man.
Seriously.
I would just say at 12 tracks, 46 minutes, and it takes the first 35 seconds of the intro and then about another minute going into the second track before he even starts rapping. Beautiful setup. It was a beautiful setup in the glorious.
You can't go wrong with Pete Rock and fucking Skyzoo. I mean, come on. Skyzoo.
Yeah, but then you get Richie, standout Styles P, still killing it on Carry the Tradition. And then, of course, I brought up last week, like, y'all should listen to the Eastern Conference All-Stars with Griselda.
Fire.
Yeah, I did listen to that track.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
Yeah.
Just rippity rapping.
West Side Gun. He says he's got an album done. He's ready for Shady. I don't know if it's a solo album or.
I heard it's coming like next month.
Yeah, he was saying November, I think.
I thought he said October. I thought it was October.
This is one of the two, but he says he's.
Don't matter.
Did anybody know if it's a solo album?
I think it's what's it called?
And I've been waiting, baby.
Album, I think because he signed both of them. He signed them both as a group, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So. Hey man, M's leaving people alone. You saw what he did with Boogie. He gonna leave them alone. Let them do what they do. So,
I hope so, man.
I
hope he gets out the way again because
we know the history. I know.
I'm not even bringing up the history. I'm just saying, with these niggas, leave them alone.
Yes,
you don't gotta do shit.
Seriously,
just press the buttons and on the market. Just let them be.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
At the end, just sign off. That's
I don't want to hear him rapping on none of this shit either.
Yeah, he did with Conway. But the Conway track,
Conway's just one person.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear him with all three of them.
Yeah, because that would kind of throw everything off. That would throw
the same
shit
D12,
off.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you could do that with Slaughterhouse. You could do that with Boogie. You could do that with Conway. He did it with Conway. He got away with Conway. I don't know how to do it with the rest of them, but
yeah.
Anyway, other album that dropped that surprised me. I hella forgot this drop was Travis Thompson.
Give me a hell yeah!
He dropped. I remember I told y'all about him last year, and I kind of enjoyed his album. I really did enjoy it. I think it was last year or like a few months back, but whatever the case.
I think it was last year.
Yeah, he dropped his album Reckless Endangerment, and production-wise, it is smooth. And this is also Macklemore's protege, so out of Seattle, fuck the Seahawks, and
had to throw that out there.
Have to throw it out there because fuck them.
Yep.
But music-wise, DaBaby's Malice that's featuring Ben Ziti or whatever her name is. Knew Better featuring Reason was fired. Macklemore came with his feature on Glass Ceiling.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, Sylvan LaCue. Shout out to him on Enough Today. Music wise, it was a smooth listen.
The Move for me was one of my favorite tracks on here.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
The Move, yeah, and he's a really good rapper.
He's I'll say this, he can definitely rap. I'm not gonna take that away from him. I just lost interest in him as a rapper just because he became standstill.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But you ain't lying about that goddamn production. Mm-hmm. That production all the way throughout, it was like, I could deal with it.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Because he did pick up along the way. It's just a string of tracks where it's like, all right. But it goes in and out afterwards. And then that production, boy.
He's from Seattle, right? Yeah. So I would imagine Jake One had something to do with it.
It's not only that. I first thought he was from the Bay because he had a lot of bass language in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it. I was like, where the fuck is he from?
That doesn't surprise me, though, man. Because, I mean, it's still West Coast and fucking, as much as we talk shit as Niner fans about Seattle, they actually have a lot of like Bay connection.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't know where he was from to begin with.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know he was from Seattle until afterwards.
Yeah.
I just thought this was some cat that was from out here.
Right.
Until I was looking at it and I was like, oh, he's from Seattle. Well, they say it within the album.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, he's from Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains Macklemore being on here. All right, I get it.
Yeah, this is his protege.
Yeah.
Reason, I swear to God, man, TDE needs to just push the button on fucking Reason and drop that album because his verses, everything I've been hearing him rapping over is just like, nigga,
give me what I want.
I want that album, man.
Still want them to take your time with him.
Yeah, take your time, but it's just like I know because I have this feeling. I have this feeling when he drops that TDE album, it's going to be a classic.
I do too, but I just want them to wait to make sure the hooks are crisp. We know this nigga can rap.
Oh yeah,
there ain't no question about whether he can rap or not. We've
None
been saying
whatsoever. Yeah,
it's just when I have faith in TDE sitting these niggas for just a little longer period of time, just to make sure the songwriting is on par.
What I felt about Game and G Unit, just minus all the drama shit, he's gonna be like that 6th man in G Unit, if you know what I mean. If no.
Well, no, because Game wasn't really.
But
there was 5 of them first. So
but what I meant, but like, it was just like when Game came, he came out. He was one of them niggas that came out of nowhere. Like, oh, I didn't know your album was this good.
I'll put it like this. Here's a good analogy.
Yeah,
Game came in like Paul George with the Pacers. It was Danny Granger's team. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And then he went down, and all of a sudden Paul George went off, and then Danny came back, and it was like, well, who's gonna give up? Because
he's still going.
Nigga, Paul George is here, and he ain't going nowhere.
That's why I feel like if Kendrick kind of slowly goes into the like shadows and shit like that, Reason will just pick up where Kendrick left off at, kind of.
Well, I think Kendrick's at that time too. You know, he's 32, 33?
30, around my age.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying like retire, because you know our generation has lived out the older generation being the first to go into their 40s and 50s and keep rapping. So I'm not saying he could continue going. Right. I'm just saying in terms of the mainstream. And of course, that 3-headed monster, that era is coming to an end.
That's crazy.
As soon as we go into the next decade, we're on our looks for the next one.
We need another 3, because they happen organically. While the 3-headed monster of... Who was the 3-headed monster of back then? It was M, Hov, and Nas. They kind of just, slowly kind of went into the background and shit. Still dropped albums, but they weren't as dominant as they once were. Then, obviously, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole popped up. Yeah. And now they're kind of slowing down in a way. So now we don't know who's next.
It always happens, though. Like, YB and Cordae is literally right where Cole and Kendrick were.
Yeah. I was going to say Chance, but nah.
No. Well, he still could.
He could, bro.
That's why it's.
But that was a clunker, dog.
Oh, of course it was.
Real. You know
of course
what I mean?
it was.
Yeah. A clunker, I like that.
Of course it was. But age-wise, he still fits the mold to bounce back.
I think Chance might take Drake's spot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he'll be the.
It's too early to call. That's why it's like you just bring up names that could.
I'm thinking right now.
I get
fit the mold.
Chance is going to take Drake's spot. YBN's going to probably take J. Cole's spot, and then there's the Kendrick spot.
JID,
maybe.
I'm gonna throw a name out there. DaBaby.
Shit.
Now let's get into that. That
intro.
The intro came out as a
off
shock.
That intro. Whoo,
this was not Suge.
No.
And let's be very clear. None of us here are mad at Suge.
No.
We fuck with Suge.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We fuck with the
whole album. Yeah, exactly.
To be perfectly clear. So we're not shitting on that.
Is this going to be his sophomore album?
Yeah, this is an intro track for the
Is it coming out this year?
Track 1.
Is this coming out this year? Or we don't even know?
It's supposed to be December.
Shit. Well, this will be over by then, so shit.
That's fine. We can get it. We can get it into 2020.
Yeah, we could probably get it there.
Don't you worry about it.
I'm pretty sure it's going to wind up.
If the album sounds like the intro, we will find somewhere in 2020.
That was really good. I was like, oh, so you can rap like this? Okay.
Yeah. But I think that's the big misconception about
DaBaby.
Yeah, I want to say directly with him because that is about him. Mm-hmm. But I think just with artists in general, if they're like too flamboyant and flashy for people, they just write them off like, oh, they just like the Migos, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just. Yeah. So then it made me start thinking, damn, could Busta have actually made it in this era?
Yeah.
Because Busta came out. But listen to what I'm saying.
I think I know where you're going.
Because DaBaby came out with, Break People Without It was a joke because he came out with the puffed up shirt and chest and all that shit. Yeah. Well, Busta came out doing that shit with the videos and everything. Like. So that's why I think, damn, could Busta have made it in this era? Because
a lot of these rappers that popped up back then.
I would say just off of rapping ability alone. I mean, you know what I mean?
We say but
really think about it.
Think about that for a second. You say just based off of his rapping abilities. I'm asking that question because,
like, if he would have got pigeonholed, you're saying?
No, because how fans are fickle these days. Once they see you as one way, they don't care how you go outside the box. I get we know he was a rapper, but how do we recognize him? It's the videos. Everything like that.
Right.
So,
and the performances.
Yeah. So I mean, just
was a wild animal back then. Yeah, I remember that. But then when did it take him for people to really take him serious? The second album?
No, it took Genesis.
Genesis, that's what I meant.
Actually, it took for women to jump on the bandwagon when he did What's It Gonna Be with Janet.
Yeah.
It took people outside of New York and those outside New York who already saw him as a dope rapper. it took him jumping on Break Your Neck.
Oh shit!
For them to be like, well, okay,
so you can rap like that. The thing was, I already knew Busta could rap like that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It took for like we as a community, we knew he could spit. It just took the outside world who was just like, oh, he's just the guy that does those crazy videos. Same thing with Missy. Missy went from, oh, it's just the chick. Like, a lot of people didn't know she wrote until later down the road. They just saw her as the chick that wore the fucking Glad bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Glad bag.
Speaking of Busta, that just reminded me. I remember last year, there was a whole slew of tweets from Just Blaze to Rap City to like all like the hip hop heads in the industry saying Busta Rhymes' album is one of the most listened to albums, and now it's still sitting on the shelf with no time of any release date. I just remember that track he did with Kendrick with the Michael Jackson sample and shit, and I'm just like, I'm still curious about the album. I don't know why it's still sitting there.
They got me excited, man. That's an album I was definitely like, all right.
I mean, it's still coming.
They're gonna drop pretty soon, or what's happening?
Who knows?
What's happening?
Maybe it's up there with Detox.
I was gonna say it could get detoxed
or Act 2.
Yeah.
J Electra, Electronics. I said Act 2.
But yeah, shout out to DaBaby.
Yeah, shout out to DaBaby.
The intro was. I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it because it's brand new, fresh. You know, copyrights, work different than 6ix9ine right now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to dive too much into it, but yeah, definitely check out the intro. Did y'all get a chance to listen to T Grizzly?
I saw a clip of it, but it's
the video.
It looked kind of sad.
Not yet.
It's tough.
Oh yeah,
I'm scared.
This is the song after
his sister got killed.
Yeah, his aunt.
Her aunt. Yeah, my
aunt manager.
Yeah, his manager.
Oh, and he boy, does he reference it.
Oh yeah, he's just fresh. So music.
All I can say is this is good therapy for him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because it came out like you can hear the pain in his voice,
and shot a video for it.
You could hear the pain in the lyrics. Saying God forgive me, but you can't blame me. That type of thing.
Right.
I still keep him, his aunt's spirit in prayers. This is one of those joints where if you were on the fence about T Grizzly, in terms of just not even whether he rapped or not, but if he can make one of those tracks that hits you in the soul, this pretty much kills that.
I knew that from his last album. His whole matter-of-fact rapping. That's the best way. It's just very matter-of-factly, like, I'm going to do this to you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Bro, from the first time I heard First Day Out, I was sold on him. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's just that, it's the content matter.
I get you.
It hits you.
I get you.
It hits you.
But I'm just saying, like, from just a pure rapping aspect.
Yeah.
First time I heard First Day Out, I was just like, oh, fuck. Okay, this dude got something. It's just a matter of him honing that.
Them
you know
Detroit
what I mean?
niggas, man. Them Detroit niggas. Anyway, Gang Starr.
Give me a hell yeah.
They'll drop another album, supposedly. Soon. Very soon.
And when everybody's saying this one's going to be special.
I bet it is. And what's his name? DJ Premier dropped a new track. It's called Family and Loyalty. And who's it featuring? J. Cole.
Before we get to him, most importantly, it's fresh Guru lyrics.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the most important. I know Cole killed it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the Guru shit.
Yeah. But this is about Guru for me.
Oh yeah. Fresh lyrics.
Very, very fresh.
It's like straight from the vault.
Like it sounds like he recorded that shit just a week ago.
Seriously.
You won't even notice. If you listen to it, you won't even notice. It's like, because who else is in Gang Starr with him? Guru.
It's just him and Premier.
Yeah. And then fucking J. Cole just comes in like nothing. Like, it literally feels like they were both in the booth together.
Yeah.
That was a great ass rapper.
That's wild for a rapper.
Seamless, bro. Like,
that's wild for a rapper that's been gone for a while now.
You know that's timeless. Like, you could pretty much put Guru's vocals up against anything. He's up there with Pac vocals.
I mean, you gotta give it up to Cole too, because actually keeping up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cole can't keep it up. I already know that for a fact. Like, Cole, when he feels like it. And this is one of them when he feels like it.
Exactly. And then, that's what I'm saying.
And then to know that of course Parks from Joe Budden podcast, Parks engineered a bunch of these tracks. So to hear him speak about it on the Saturday episode was, I mean, you don't got to say much to me. A new Gang Starr album, cool, I'm in. You don't got but how he was explaining this shit, the sessions they were doing, and just the feelings and the emotions going into it, it was like, nah, circle the date. Let me know when it drops. Circle the date.
Seriously.
Nothing else matters when that drops. I'm good.
Let me set up a notification on my phone. Like, I ain't missing that shit.
One of the things I didn't see, but I guess J. Cole, I thought Cole rapped it, but apparently he tweeted it.
Yeah.
Cole said that this is his final feature, and that's all he said.
Nah, that's not how he said.
But what else did he say?
So, pull this up.
Put on the Twitter. Oh yeah, I thought that was the Twitter.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, Fab.
So he said, this is in, so of course he put the link to the track. He said, this is an honor to be on this song, New Gang Starr. This is the last feature you'll hear from me. Thank you to everybody I got to work with during this run. Then he tagged Premier and said, this song classic, thank you, rest in peace, Guru.
So the last feature, I think he meant maybe this year, because he didn't really specify what he meant when he said this is the last feature from me. Maybe he meant this is the last feature for a while, because he didn't clarify what he meant. And pretty much what that told me is that he's gonna go back into his bat cave with his dreads and work on the fall off, because he was supposed to drop a fucking mixtape that he just forgot about. And now he's gonna work on whatever album he's gonna be working on, and I have a feeling that this album is going to be his best work.
I have a feeling it might be his last album.
That too.
And that's scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't doing no more features no more.
Because Cole's getting at that age, he already has that I don't give a fuck attitude. So he's gonna
And not only that, but he's the head of a label, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of work to do.
So yeah, if anything, he's gonna focus on that, and hopefully he has more producers to help him. And I feel it might be his best work. Hopefully. We'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up, if he's closing up his solo career.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
how many albums deep? It would have been, what taking out the mixtapes. Well, let's count the mixtapes. Come Up, Warm Up, Friday Night Lights.
Well, see, he's different to me because he was a part of the era where the mixtapes were on that piff, so I don't...
No, I'm just going through all his discography.
His body of work. You know what I mean?
No,
from the Sideline Story, Born Center.
I get it. It's just, how it's different with the streaming these days. How they're able to put their mixtapes up on digital streams all together, so you're like, well, fuck it, I just gotta count it.
Yeah.
He still qualifies to me into that area where it's like, I can separate the mixtapes and the albums.
Oh, I know
That's
that.
All I'm saying.
He is 9, he's like 9 projects deep. Oh no, KOD, that's 10. No, he's 10 projects deep. God damn, shit.
If you want to count the Dreamville.
And then you got Truly Yours. That's 2 of those motherfuckers. So damn.
Well, this will end up being his 6th solo album.
Yeah, 6th solo album. Yeah.
Drops. So
6.
Shit.
Yeah, that's a good run. And then
that's 6 albums in hip hop is
that's an eternity, man.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Most niggas don't make it past the second.
Seriously.
2009, he dropped in 2010? That's when he popped up? J. Cole?
Nah, he popped up 2007.
2007 to 2020, whatever. That's a good run. Shit.
Yeah.
We will talk about like it's actually happened now, but
I mean, it looks and feels like it, bro. You know what I mean?
Because he already has that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about singles.
That's why you can't help but as a listener think about it.
Yeah, because he already has that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous trait to have to a loyal listener, because at that point you realize they don't need it.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're like. It's not even a matter of want. It's when an artist doesn't need
that
any
shit
of this anymore.
Like Jay-Z. Jay-Z has that I don't give a fuck shit.
Yeah.
Dreadheaded Hove doesn't give a fuck. I mean, who else? Kendrick's getting close to that. I really feel he's getting close.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
If his next album, his last one, I would be happy. I'd be like, I wouldn't be mad. I'm like, you gave me all this. It's okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no. There's certain artists where it's just
right
like...
up into the sunset.
Exactly. There's certain artists where...
None but classics.
Once they drop that final one, it's like, damn, that sucks. But you know what? Everything you've given me before...
And they're going to be real retirements, too. Yep. Not that shit that Hove did. They're going to be like real shits.
Yeah, because there's just... I mean, there's like... We might as well go into it now, that the new hip-hop Forbes list.
Oh, yeah, that shit.
There are going to be some real retirements as a result of this shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the money that they were talking in this is actually real or not.
But fuck it. They made a whole bunch of money.
I don't know, man.
Kanye West was number 1. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
He had what? 150, they said 151 million?
150 million. Off the Yeezys, probably. Off the whole Yeezy shit. He said that was his goal to be in fashion. And he achieved it. Everyone looked at him like he was crazy back in 2013. And he fucking achieved it. Got himself out of debt and everything. Shit, Mr. West. Now that album's coming. Shit, I don't know. Sorry.
I'm going before I was lip stuff right now.
Oh shit!
I watched that the other day. Tupac Resurrection should have been the only shit. All Eyes on Me should have never happened. You know, and they played Hail Mary Resurrection, but it was at the right time when he died.
You said that with too much emphasis, bro.
Because in every biopic that depicted Tupac, he recorded Hail Mary before Me Against the World.
And in every fucking biopic,
or before All Eyes on Me,
the crowd knows Hail Mary word for fucking word.
Oh yeah, that part too.
It's like, fam, y'all did not know this word for word when this shit came out. Niggas is a goddamn lie.
First time he fucking performed it and shit.
Goddamn lie.
And he never fucking performed it like that.
Nigga was dead for 2 months.
Come on,
before the fucking song came out.
I remember sitting in my theater. I was like, if y'all can see the look on my face, I was like, he didn't perform. Why is he performing this at House of Blues? That's not on the DVD. It was just it's like bonus footage.
Shit, I was looking at All Eyes on Me like, shit, at least it was at the House of Blues. Straight out of Compton. This nigga first joins Death Row, and the first song he does is Hail Mary and Straight Out of Compton.
And Dre walks in there.
Yeah.
Well, if we all know Machiavelli, he said, fuck Dre. Gay ass Dre. And he played him California Love, Part 1.
Yeah. While he was recording the song that would eventually precede California Love Part Motherfucking 2 without gay ass Dre.
That shit irritated me.
Yeah.
Shit.
Resurrection's still a good movie, though. Same that soundtrack.
Yeah. Now we get to the Forbes list. This is the top 20. Pitbull came in at 28 with 18 million. Not surprised there. A lot of people keep talking sweet about Pitbull, and I'm like, all he did was just go get that dance money.
Seriously.
You go to the bar, you will hear a Pitbull song at least once.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wiz Khalifa on here with 18.5 mil.
All that weed money.
And this is what I'm starting to factor in too. This isn't hip hop money that's getting him on here.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I know because Wiz don't really do, like, he doesn't have his own brand, bro. So I don't understand how you would call it. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of people assume it's weed money.
Khalifa Kush.
Yeah, but he doesn't get paid on it.
Oh, he does?
That Khalifa Kush is his own private stash.
Maybe show money. Show money.
It would have to be. It would have to be show money.
Maybe owns his masters.
Now that would be interesting.
Yeah,
I think he actually might.
You also got to remember too, he's label owner.
That is true. And
so let me rephrase that. It ain't about. This isn't strictly coming from them as solo artists within hip hop.
Yeah.
This is all about everything that goes outside.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Remember a bunch of people kept saying, y'all don't know why people keep comparing Nas to Future. Yeah, Nas was at 18, Future was at 17, 19.5 mil. So everybody keeps trying to avoid that conversation. Shit, it keeps sitting right in front of your motherfucking faces.
Nas is at 18 and Future's at 17?
Yeah, now this is annual. Yeah. This isn't, accumulating. This is all just from 2018.
Yeah, it's just 1 year.
Okay.
Allegedly, because a lot of these artists came out afterwards and they was like, no, a lot of them that were on this list came out and was like, I don't fucking make that, but thanks.
No.
Birdman.
Damn, good for him.
20 mil, 16.
Yeah, that's all the shit. That's before legal fees.
Still making that BG money.
I know, right? For real.
Number 15, Meek Mill with 21 million. Number 14, Swiss Beats at 23. Damn. Cardi B's number 13.
Wow.
28 mil. Say what you want.
Nicki
Minaj, number 12 with 29 mil.
Good for her.
Look, Queen Radio saved her. Beats One probably cashed her out.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I would not doubt it.
Yeah.
She's been quiet ever since her little fucking announcement. Good for her on that. For now.
Yeah, she gonna fuck that up.
Of course.
Cole on here with 31 mil.
Probably saying free 6ix9ine.
Childish Gambino at 10 with 35 mil. Migos at 36 mil.
All together?
Migos?
Oh, Migos all okay.
Yeah, Migos. Yeah.
Speaking of Offset, he was on SmackDown last week.
That's not surprising.
Literally wearing a Ric Flair robe, and he introduced Charlotte.
Ric Flair drip.
In Atlanta. Woo! It was so fucking random because she like, oh, multi-platinum artist Offset. I was like, what the fuck is you doing on SmackDown? And it was just like one of those. That happened.
It's Offset, nigga. It's Migos. When you protected by that Migos brand, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it just came out of nowhere.
Come on, man. You said this was on SmackDown?
Yes.
Come on, man. I look at Migos like New Day. Come on, man. That's literally what it is.
I get it. Next.
So Kendrick is at number 8 with 38.5 mil.
Good for him.
Khaled at 7 with 40.
Okay.
M at 6 with 50.
M's still making that money. Good for him.
Number 5.
He owns a label.
And fucking overseas money.
Number 5 is the only artist that made his debut this decade.
Who?
Travis Scott at 58 million.
That Astro World.
Good
shit.
for him.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And that bundle packs.
Yeah.
Yup.
Puff at 4 with 70 mil. Of course, we know he runs shit at Revolt, so that's...
He runs shit in New York, period.
Yeah. Well,
Except 6ix9ine.
apparently he didn't run 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
That
Thank
part.
God.
Yeah.
God for that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Drake at 75 million. I don't know if that's American or Canadian currency, but
Whatever the case.
he's number 3, so shouts out to him.
Oh,
Number 2 is Jay at 81 mil.
Which is kind of funny.
And number 1 is Kanye at 150 mil.
Well, Yeezys, man. Yeezy jumped over Jumpman.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm looking at this. First of all, round of applause to everybody on this list.
For real.
Oh, definitely.
Whether the numbers are real or not, I mean, once upon a time, hip-hop was supposed to be a fad. That wasn't supposed to make it into the 90s.
Now we run this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Now
Got
it's...
snitches.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Got to bring that
You
song.
know you made it when you got snitches around.
Yeah.
For real.
And it ain't, let's make it perfectly clear. 6ix9ine is not the first snitch within the community. So let's make that perfectly clear.
There are others.
Oh, yeah.
He just so happens to be the first one that we feel is more than a snitch.
He's an elite.
That was
First
a
team.
plant.
First team.
First team.
First
A
team.
plant that infiltrated and nobody did anything about it.
Saw him come in and didn't do nothing about it and just let him run amok in hip hop.
Yeah.
But this list, this is fire. This is like almost like $1 billion added all up.
But snitching ain't nothing new. I mean, I don't want to refer to G-Dep as a snitch, but G-Dep told on himself.
Snitched on himself.
I mean,
Remember?
There's a difference.
When he went into the police station and said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I killed somebody all these years ago. Here's my hands. Lock me up." Like, you know what I mean?
maybe he had CTE, bruh.
Something.
Speaking of CTE, let's talk about it. Mr. CTE. First team. All American. All day. Every day. You wanna go night-night, nigga? Antonio Brown. Come to the stand.
Shit.
Boy.
Bruh.
How in the hell you gonna get fired from 2 jobs in 1 month and you pissed away over $50 million? Houseway.
Fuck that. When we last left, we had just announced from the Sports Illustrated article that there was another accuser. So we were like, all right, let's wait to see what happens.
All he had.
Apparently, AB did not want to wait to see what happened. So
Oh, my God.
I'm going to paint this picture out for everybody. He had been... Okay, you can stop.
Okay, yeah.
This isn't trial anymore.
Yeah.
He had been practicing all week, even in the midst of the second accuser. So I'm looking at it like, all right, well, I guess he's playing on Sunday. Fine, cool. And then Thursday happened. This past Thursday, reports came out that he actually sent text messages that included not only his legal team, but the second accuser. And within these text messages, he's calling and referring to her as broke. It's sad that she has to come to this to try to just get money out of him. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and by the way, he put pictures of her children in this text group message.
Why? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. There is powerful niggardry at work here.
So, it wasn't just that. It was the fact that his legal team was actually responding to this shit too. Like, oh yeah, we'll definitely look into this.
Did they know it was a group text?
I mean, it's kind of hard to...
I'm trying.
How do you not know?
Yeah.
But people are stupid. Just look at Treyway. They stupid. So they must have...
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I can't refute that shit.
Yeah. So, for those familiar with the NFL, particularly the Patriots...
Bill Belichick has a no bullshit policy.
Yeah.
He has
Zero
as Randy
tolerance.
Moss.
Shit.
Yeah. You either get down or you lay down. That's pretty much his philosophy. Either way, he gonna be good without you.
Yep.
With or without you, he fine.
Just look at the rings.
So, yeah, this news came out, Thursday night? So, Friday, he's still practicing. And I'm like, they're taking a big step with him. All right. And then that press conference happened with Belichick.
What did Belichick say? I didn't see the press
He just kept saying, I'm not answering any Antonio Brown. And they kept asking. He literally walked the fuck out the podium. He left.
I mean, honestly, okay, let's pause right there. If you know,
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him, but he should have knew what he was getting himself into.
Oh, of course.
You should have knew.
Of course, but the thing is, it wasn't a. They thought they could control it.
Yeah,
they thought they could control Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
and he was in Tom Brady's house too. Wasn't he living in Tom Brady's house?
I don't know if that was. They were just
I'm just having that image of him sitting that whole text message sitting next to Tom Brady. Like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Antonio? Oh, nothing.
Just making sure business is booming.
Making sure send.
Yeah. So apparently, I guess they were willing to be like, all right, we're gonna let this play out until Robert Kraft got wind of the reports about the text messages.
Godfather heard this.
Then they went and they had a quick office meeting, and next thing we knew, Antonio Brown had been released from the New England Patriots. On
Friday, I was on my way to work, and then Martine sent the group text, and it said, AB gone. I was like...
Oh my God! Okay.
So then, all of a sudden, then Adam Schefter just posted it, and I was like, oh, the Patriots released Antonio Brown, and then the NFL app posted the same shit. I was like, oh shit.
Free!
Bro, yeah, you free.
Oh, you free, nigga.
Oh, you free.
Yeah.
Out of a job, now I get to work. And
now, this is where it gets funny.
Let's tell the rest of the story.
Because, see, I still support the Raiders.
Right.
I still got ties there. You know what I'm saying? It's still my people. I also have Josh Gordon and Philip Dorsett on a couple fantasy teams. This news was delicious to me.
Oh, I bet it was.
It was... I like this news.
What was funny to me, because I went to work. I went to work and I looked at my coworker and I was like, yo, you look at your phone? He's like, no, it's on the charger. Showed him my phone and his jaw just went, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Peter Parker?
Yeah.
What the? Yep, now owned by Sony. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Now, what gets all this shit clear is, remember, he just had to make it to the first game with the Raiders to get the $30 million.
That's all he had to get.
Yeah. It was just one more day, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. No. He literally just had to get... He just had to play one snap in the Monday night game.
That's all he had to do.
Because remember, the first game was Monday night.
Yeah.
He literally just had to play one snap, and he was going to get that coin.
Yep.
Okay, he didn't make it there. Everybody then said that he was playing chess. Which I didn't go that far when I said that he was going to Patriots, but I did say, well, maybe this is possibly the plan.
He was trolling.
Yeah.
I thought this was a grade A troll that he had planned all along, but he wanted to get to New England.
But when Cass was bringing up, oh no, this is chess, not I'm like, hold up, no, I don't think it's that. I'm not going to put his brain to that kind of test, and approve that. So remember, he signed a 1-year, $15 million deal where $9 million of it was guaranteed.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, some of these payments can be broken up into 2 or 3. So of course he played in week 2. So everybody thought his shit was smooth, and they thought, okay,
touchdown. He was doing
cool. He got his money.
Yep. Nope.
He was supposed to get $5 million
up front
as we speak right now, which was on a Monday,
but
which would have been after the week 3 game. But the text messages and all this report and all this took place a couple days before the week 3 game, which means that in the grand scheme of things, playing one game for the New England Patriots, losing his endorsements with the helmet company and Nike.
Yeah.
He forfeited $50 million for $151,000.
Oh, yeah. There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Boy,
you lose, sir.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Oh, it gets better.
Oh yeah.
Because afterwards...
He was tweeting through it.
Because afterwards, he thanked the Patriots. He's thanked for the opportunity.
Posted pictures of him and Brady saying
he then said the marathon continues, and I was like, no.
He also posted a meme of
that's the new. Hey, someone said on Twitter.
So,
the marathon continues. The new only God can judge me.
Yeah,
it really is.
Unfortunately,
it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's coming to fruition.
They said the marathon continues. Nipsey floated down and said, no, right back up in his blue hoopty.
Yeah,
like, nah.
So he thanked them, and We thought, all right, well, he gonna have to figure that shit out moving forward. And then, right before the week 3 games happened,
before the kickoff, he got up early in the morning because he ain't got no job and he ain't got shit to do.
Except tweet.
Except tweet.
That's the fuck he did. So
Did he delete them all now? Or is he still there?
So he only kept one of them, and we obviously know which one he did keep. Will not be playing in the NFL anymore. These owners can cancel deals, do whatever they want at any time. We will see if the NFLPA holds them accountable. Sad they can just void guarantees anytime. Going on $40 million, 2 months. We'll see if they pay up.
So now it's their fault.
No. But seeing the way remember initially when we saw the text messages or the emails from the first accuser, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. After reading this, I'm not saying shit about anything anymore because this actually matches up with some of those wording in the emails. Yeah. Even though it hasn't hit criminal investigation yet, it's still on the civil suit. And it's enough for me to be like, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and see how it plays out. You don't get my benefit of the doubt no more.
And then the next tweet that he posted and deleted, what did it say?
It goes after the man who was going to give him the money. Robert Kraft himself.
How stupid can you be?
Kraft caught in the parlor. AB speculations. Fired. Different strokes, different folks, clearly.
And mind you, people, he tweeted that, went through his phone and found a picture. Like, he saved the picture, posted it, reread it, and then pressed send tweet and sat down and thought about it.
Shannon Sharp, the funny guy on TV, still after this. And then he put the case where Shannon Sharp was accused of sexual assault, which Shannon Sharp was busy with the Emmys on the red carpet. Oh, but he made time. Because then he eloquently pointed out that, you're talking about the woman that filed the restraining order on me that was later declared that she was stalking me because I wouldn't date her. And then they had to put her in a psychiatric ward to get her psyche and then put her in jail afterwards? Oh, you're talking about that one? Okay. And then he called him Clown Tonio. And put the picture of him meshed together with 6ix9ine.
Yeah, with the rainbow hair and everything.
Yeah. And then... Of course, he posts 4 games for Big Ben. Crazy world. I'm done with it. And in all these, I'm like, okay, but where do you take responsibility for putting this woman's kids in your text messages?
Yeah, none.
Because none of these niggas had anything to do with that.
He's blaming everybody but Antonio. Except himself.
It's like he's just comparing shit. Like, he don't even give a fuck about who's
He's like, they could do all that.
Taking responsibility for what he did.
Because he could get away with it.
Comparing what he had to deal with everyone else.
How many chances did the Raiders give him? They gave him so many chances.
Well, they gave him the march to kickoff, basically. So
yes, they gave him so
however many chances took place between that time.
Gruden was going to spread his butt cheeks for you. Yeah, but he was going to do it.
I mean, niggas' feet was fucked up. The helmet. The helmet again. Yeah. Fighting with Mayock.
Cracker.
Punting the ball.
Then the video with Gruden.
Like, just,
so many chances. And then you say, fuck you, I'm going to go to Patriots. And then Belichick was like, get your ass to work. It's a party. But don't fuck up. But let's party. So he was partying for a week. And then he fucked it up again.
If I was in that position, and I know it's easier to say if I was in that without being in that position, but I can wholeheartedly look at this and say, if I was in this position where my keyboard on my devices, determines if I
get fired,
get money, or if I don't get money, I am paying either one of you, maybe both of you, $1,000 each. Just to hold my phone.
Yeah.
Just in case I feel like being sporadic at that moment. Just, you know what? I don't trust
the laptop,
myself.
He could get the phone.
You know what I'm saying? I don't trust myself right now. I'm going to go take a nap. Y'all just hold these for me, please.
Yeah.
Just hold. Don't worry about it. I got you. And every time I wake up and I feel the brand new, you guys will have Venmo rewards. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just... certain shit, you just like, come on, bro.
Dude, like
so when does this start? Because
I don't have this. I don't.
He's not that crazy. JT ain't that crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought this was a money grab. My bad.
Nah, you know that's only 2K. You know what I'm saying? If they make y'all created characters like my entourage in 2K, I got y'all. But that's as far as it's going.
I just don't understand. You pissed away. He pissed away a whole lot of winnings, lotto winnings, money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For pride. That's all for ego and
ego
pride.
More than anything, yeah.
Because he thought he was right all the damn time.
Yeah.
and now you don't want to play. Vince McMahon might pick you up. I know for it. No, he will pick you up and then fire you again.
Shit on the show, dog.
And then Vince is gonna take him out in the middle of the field. He gonna take him out, and when he fucks up again, when he calls Stephanie a bitch or some shit, I don't know. He'll do some shit. They're gonna bring him out in the middle of the field, the 50-yard field, on Raw, SmackDown, or one of these XFL games, and say, "You're fired." Sound just like him.
That was scary.
I know.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work.
But that's exactly what's going to happen. He ain't going to have it. He can probably go to the CFL, get fired over there. You think he enrolled back into college?
Yeah, he's back at Central Michigan.
So you went from training camp to having $30 million. It was $30 million guaranteed. And then you were going to have probably $20 million.
Or $9
million with the Patriots?
15, but 9 was, initially guaranteed. Supposed to be, sexual on over the span by October.
You were going to have that. And then because of your pride, because of what you did with some bitches, you got fired from both jobs.
Well, I wouldn't even call them bitches. Let's examine that, too.
Women.
Let's examine that.
Women.
Because this behavior doesn't help him with the second accuser
at all,
who said she wasn't even being sexual with him. She got invited to do a painting in his crib,
and he just took his dick out,
and he walked out clothesless, and all he had was a fucking wash rag on his dick.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Even the first accuser, it looked funny in the light at first.
Yeah.
But this shit ain't helping. I'm looking at it like. Nah, it looks like you just had a problem with people telling you no.
Yeah. That's how it sounds like. That's what it looks like. That's what it smells like. That's what it is, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Oh, Edgar's calling. Let's take this call real quick. Yeah. Thank you, Edgar. Anyway, so week 3. Yeah, buddy.
Give me a hell yeah.
The Niners
yeah.
The Niners are 3-0.
Give me a hell yeah! Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hell yes! 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 I don't know how to be. I'm just shocked. Like, oh my god! This is the first time the Niners have been 3-0 since 1998. Supposedly.
It's a long fucking time.
Almost a fucking decade. Almost 12 years.
A decade and a year.
Sheesh. Yup. Yeesh. Well, I turned the game off because I had to do some shit after fucking the 4th turnover. I was pissed.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Yeah, it was ugly.
It was very ugly. And interceptions, all types of shit. I was like, I can't do this because I'm going to hit somebody. So I had to go out for a walk. Like, how JC said he had to give away his cell phone and shit? I had to put my phone down. I had to go out for a walk. Pretty long walk. Then I had to go home and I was like, all right, let me just look. And then they started catching up. And then the 5th turnover, I was like, okay, we're going to lose. But no, God was like, no. And we won. 3-0 going into an early-ass bye week. I'll take it.
Yeah, that bye week still kills me.
That's fucking weak.
That's 13 straight weeks.
13 straight weeks, and our schedule does not get any much easier.
It don't get easier at all.
I mean, we got the Browns, but then after that, it's division rivals.
I mean, and the Browns have been in games, so it's not like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're going to earn these wins. The next wins, for the next games, we got to earn those wins. Because we can't make these stupid-ass mistakes again. No.
I mean, I honestly can't remember ever seeing a team turn the ball over 5 times and come out with the win.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Yeah. Besides this yesterday, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen that shit.
Wild, man.
Never.
Raiders were in Minnesota, and it looked like their playbook is still designed for AB.
Yep, sure is. And they took that L.
Yep. And that's pretty much all that.
Lamar Jackson, and I don't think we low-key got a preview of the fucking AFC Championship.
No, we didn't.
But I say that, and then I just keep forgetting Thanos is just waiting. As of right now, until you beat Thanos, until you beat Tom Thanos.
Lamar Jackson is great. Don't get me wrong. It was just... You kind of saw what happened when he went up against at least elite, somewhat credible defense.
Yeah.
Kansas City's defense isn't.
Defense.
Yeah. Kansas City's defense isn't elite, but they are. They can make a play every now and then.
Shit, we're watching Monday Night Football right now before we get on the air, and Khalil Mack was just abusing Khalil Mack was just abusing that Redskins the offensive line, just literally abusing them.
Yeah, they won 31-15.
Yep.
That was damn. Okay, well.
Shit. Game over.
Blouses.
Nope.
Game blouses.
Shout out to Frank Gore, man.
Pancakes. Anyone?
Yeah. Frank Gore is 100 years old. Still pushing the ball.
Well, how many yards did he get this game?
I think he got 70 again.
Good for him.
And a touchdown.
He's just consistent, man.
And went to go celebrate with his, I think, 2-year-old son right afterwards. And
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm happy for that guy.
I'm happy for him, too.
I hope he plays another 5 years. Like, I know it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's like
How old is he? Like 30?
But just as good as a guy as he is.
Well, let's put it this way. He was on that 2001 Miami National Championship team. Mm-hmm. He sat the bench on that team, but he was on it.
Yeah. He had to sit in front of, Dane Thompson?
Huh?
Wasn't he sitting in front? Was he sitting by... Who was like ahead of him?
Willis McGahee.
Yes.
Willis McGahee.
That's what I thought.
Frank Gore was on the squad, and then it was Portis.
Yes.
Portis, yeah. Yeah, it was Clint Portis, then it was Willis McGahee, then it was
And
Frank
you know
Gore.
what the funny thing is? Frank Gore should have been the starter, but he got injured.
Yeah.
He blew out his knee.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But he came to the Niners and had a whole bunch of great seasons. I still see him as a Niner. On Madden, he was just to play with. Just, man, like, they're unstoppable on the run.
But that being said, we have to issue an apology.
To the New York Giants.
Oh, yeah. It was fun while it lasted. We thought we had y'all,
We all thought, because we were the butt of the jokes. I mean, it was funny when it happened, just to see the pain in the fans' face when he got drafted. Over Baker Mayfield. Everyone was all going, what the fuck? You couldn't pick him up? What the fuck?
No, Baker Mayfield was already...
Oh, yeah, he already got picked up.
He was already...
Shit. No one thought, because they passed up hella people and got Daniel Porter. So it was like...
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Why did I think of Porter? Daniel Jones. And they were like, who the fuck is Daniel Jones? And we were on here, and I was like, who the fuck is he? And you said, like, he's good for a backup.
That's what we all thought.
Yeah.
Like,
and then everybody was bringing up what he was doing in preseason. I'm like, it's preseason. Yeah. All right. Well, at least he's getting comfortable.
People were saying, like, he was like playing tough in preseason.
No, he played good.
He was balling out.
He was balling. That's what I meant. He was balling. But I think it's just preseason.
Yeah.
And Eli was being Eli, so the first two games...
But then the Giants, they decided after the first 2 games, they was like, nah, we're not going to do this Eli thing anymore. Which doesn't make sense, because they fired the staff a couple years ago for doing the same exact shit.
Yep.
And it's like, all right, like, okay.
Yes.
I guess.
Sat him down.
Yeah. So, but they sat him down, they went for the man that New York refers to as Danny Dimes. And, I'm applause for him.
My God, I saw the
I am a believer.
Man. I saw them highlights, and I was like, yo, they got their quarterback. This is what damn, OBJ must really hate himself. He must really hate New York now. They got themselves a quarterback. That is a quarterback.
And he got wheels, too.
Yeah,
man.
it ain't just the fact that he can throw.
That boy could run.
Yeah.
That boy almost Menzel-like, just if Menzel actually knew how to play football.
Just taller. Seriously.
When I said Menzel, because Menzel in college was like a beast, but that was just a dude that played flag football and just ran around. Could do that shit in the NFL. This dude if he actually knew how to be a quarterback. Man, he's gonna be exciting to watch. If this was against the damn Bucks, who they got next? It don't matter. I'm gonna watch.
Everybody could say it's against the Bucks, but remember they were down like 28-10.
And they came back.
He led
the comeback. You know what I'm saying? So it was. You could say, look, you can say what you want about these teams. At the end of the day, these are all NFL teams. It doesn't matter how bad they are in comparison to each other. It's still an NFL team.
Yeah.
So you can't do nothing but just respect the performance that he gave. No way am I saying that he is, the savior. He's going to take him to X amount of championships and none of that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I stand corrected. He is not simply a backup quarterback.
He is the starter.
He is a quarterback.
He is a quarterback. Yeah,
now,
solid quarterback.
We talked about this earlier, wouldn't it? Just for the football gods, wouldn't it be some shit if he just led them to the Super Bowl and in the NFC Championship, some freak shit happens and he can't play, and they have to go against the Patriots, and who comes in? Tom Brady's kryptonite, Eli Manning, and Eli Manning beats him and then retires. And for as long as Tom Brady is playing in the NFL, he will always know that Eli Manning has his number. You won?
I want to say thank you to the Chicago Bears. It looked ugly for me in one of these fantasy leagues, man. It's just I came back rocking the 4-5, but it wasn't Jordan's 4-5 when it comes to fantasy. Everything just been looking bad.
Damn.
But I got my first win thanks solely to the Chicago Bears. 29 points.
The defense?
Damn.
got me in fantasy. These niggas had 5 turnovers. Case Keenum had 5 turnovers.
I wonder who did that. We didn't have to see the highlights. That's cool. Every time we saw Khalil Mack, he was literally in that nigga's face.
3 interceptions.
I believe it. He had no time.
2 forced fumbles, and their defense scored a touchdown.
I believe that. Khalil Mack was literally in that nigga's face. Every time we watched him. Every time I was like, hike, and then I just saw him. I'm like, he's in his face. And literally like a bulldozer. Just literally knocked down the fucking Vernon Davis. Good job. I don't know why I have so much disgust with that band now. I don't know why.
Me neither.
I don't know why either.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
It ain't like he's Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing to y'all.
Yams.
Oh
I think you're the man what made me hate him, and then I saw that hit, and he was never the same. Never the same after that hit.
Hey man, I mean,
Cam Chancellor owns that nigga's
He
soul.
took his soul.
Anybody getting hit like that though, like bruh, you're not getting back up the same way.
Well, it's because I told y'all the story of what happened after the Raiders beat the Niners in 2014. Like I told y'all what happened after, right?
What did he do?
When Marquette walked up to him
and
just looked at him and said, "Yams," and he walked off. I ain't never looked at Vernon Davis the same ever since. I thought I didn't look at him the same after Cam took his soul. No, when Marquette came back, so I just walked up to him and said, "Yams," and he walked away. I was like, "Oh, you let that happen?" Marquette really is that nigga.
What team is he on now?
Marquette, he's not.
He ain't playing.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Couldn't cut him, and that's one of the best punters in the league.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
All the antics finally caught up.
Antics? What did he do?
Because as soon as
he's a punter.
As soon as one coach labels you, "Oh, you're a distraction because you're just a punter," then the rest of the league looks at it like, "Yeah, I mean, I guess you are."
That's not.
It's not fun anymore.
It's not Belichick that did that. Now I'm just saying about Antonio Brown. That was another point I was going to make. If you're telling me if Bill Belichick, the most winningest coach in the NFL,
takes a chance on Antonio Brown, why can't somebody take a chance on Marquette? Yeah, no.
Oh, no. But if he can't take a chance on Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown fucked that up, you ain't never playing again. That was the point I was going to make. But that was a good point, too. That was a good point, too.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Right on everything.
Now, to get off the field, retired...
That was wrong.
I know.
I know, right? Yeah.
Retired great.
Calvin Johnson.
Damn, man. Sports Illustrated story came out, and Calvin Johnson... we don't got to go into it that deep, but this man said, "Yeah, I had at least 9 concussions, and I smoked weed after every single game, so that way I wouldn't get addicted to the pills."
Shit.
I mean, you just look at that like,
damn.
Why isn't this legal still? Like,
I don't know why the NFL doesn't.
Calvin Johnson,
the one of the
Calvin
greatest
Megatron. They called this motherfucker a transformer.
He was.
That's how strong he was.
He was unstoppable. He was unstoppable on Madden.
If he had to succumb to weed to cure his ailments, why isn't this legal still?
Bro, I've been saying plants over pills.
Man, we've been with you.
Yeah,
we've all been with you.
Off top, like you just have to look at that because Calvin Johnson ain't no thug.
Nope,
he's not a troublemaker.
He's chilling.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's always been. Him and Larry Fitzgerald have been synonymous with each other throughout their whole entire careers.
Upstanding citizens. Yeah, and shit. Yeah, definitely.
So to read that, it's
kind of sad.
It's very sad.
But then I was going to blame the Lions, but still. Because the reason why Barry Sanders said, "You know what? Fuck football. I'm retired." And Calvin Johnson said, "You're right. Fuck football."
So, need this shit.
All because they just took their niggas' souls because of the fucking Lions.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum of potential CTE.
Who?
He's back, man.
Who back?
Larry Johnson.
Oh, God.
Larry Johnson continued on with his
CTE rants.
With the shits. He initially started the weekend off good when he quoted AB's tweet and said, "I humbly have to say this, that you are a dumbass that gave them every reason to get you out of here." So at least he was...
Okay, so he still has a brain, kind of.
Yeah, it's just, look, they don't have stages yet, but I'm taking it under myself to say, look, some of these cats just got stage 4 CTE. Like, there's just... Brain just look like blue cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look... It's not going to look good.
Yeah.
Remember what he had to say about Meg Thee Stallion?
No.
Well, he had some words about Meg Thee Stallion and how she was Illuminati because...
her
mom being the death sacrifice and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he didn't want to continue touching on it, but he had this to say. For those who think I was hating on Meg the Pony, because you think I wanted to sleep with her, don't know my history, because I have had better. Jaleesa Bermudez.
Who?
106 in Park with Terrence.
Jaleesa.
Oh.
Big lips.
Okay.
Beautiful woman.
Yes.
Okay.
But I loved her lips. Like, I'm just pointing that shit out.
Chili. TLC.
Okay.
Maya. Drea. And a bunch of distant neverminds. Don't DM me.
Okay.
Now, the positive of it.
Yeah, that's a good roster.
That's a potential Hall of Fame list.
It's a good roster.
Yeah,
easy. It's a good roster.
The clown shit of it all. Niggas, you ain't supposed to bring up the names like that in public.
I mean, why are you surprised? He has CTE.
It ain't even about that. There's niggas without CTE that do this corny shit.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
them niggas got CTE too.
Like, just...
There's nothing to say. This is some whole nigga shit.
It is.
Yeah.
Although I did see a funny tweet as a result of it.
Always.
As usual.
Nigga showed up and put I forgot what meme he used, but he's like, damn, Maya really does belong to the streets.
Her life is like, whoa.
Oh, yeah. There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Larry Jones,
Yeah.
whatever. Larry Jones was a good running back, but man, CTE's a motherfucker.
Oh, and he had one more that he posted. Monday Thoughts. The fact that there's a highway to hell and only a stairway to heaven says a lot about anticipated traffic numbers.
So, back to Disney.
Well, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Seamless transition.
Well, what?
Go ahead and finish Disney because we got a couple of
No, go on.
NBA point.
No, go NBA. Go NBA.
Did you hear about Doc Rivers?
I heard some of it. I saw like what he tried to tamper with some shit.
Nah, he was explaining the Kawhi Leonard shit and what happened. Well, he says that they had the meeting with Kawhi, and Kawhi basically told him and Steve, I like you guys. I like what you represent. But your team ain't shit. So if you don't do anything to better your team, I'm not coming here. And that's when they started having all these talks, and they actually put names in front of him, like, well, who the fuck do you want? Because we'll do it. He saw Paul George. Then they started bringing up everything that came into play, and how when Steve Ballmer first heard 6 draft picks, he's like, I'm not giving up 6 fucking picks for Paul George. And Doc was like,
No, man, you gotta get him. You gotta do it.
Exactly how he sounds. That's scary how he sounds.
Steve, listen to me. You gotta do it, okay? Yeah. Don't think of it like it's just Paul George, okay?
Sound like Austin.
You gotta think
Austin.
You gotta think of it as 6 picks, 3 for Paul, 3 for Kawhi,
son.
And then that's when he looked at it that way, and he's like, oh, okay, we'll do the deal then. And that's when they did the deal. Apparently, when he had the meeting with the Lakers was getting ready to invite him over to El Segundo, where the facility is, and he was like, nah, you can just meet me at my hotel room. Meanwhile, the Clippers were allowed to go to Kawhi's house, which lets me further know that, yeah, he was doing everything he could to make sure that the Lakers was his last option.
Yep.
But as a result of all this news, the NBA has now figured out, like, we gotta do something about this shit.
No shit.
And they have input some new tampering rules.
The LeBron rule.
One of which is they at any point can take up to 5 employees' cell phones at any given time, and they can audit them shits.
Oh shit!
Wow.
All I gotta say is good luck getting that. Mm-hmm. Because if that comes into play, these niggas just gonna start sending messages through Snapchat.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's more serious than a joke.
Nah, I believe it.
Yeah.
But that shit's funny though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well.
I don't know
what to say. Sports, nigga.
My thing is that if you could easily get rid of all this tampering shit if you just, once the champion is crowned, you have a 24 to 48 hour window, and then you just let them go talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just let them do that shit while everybody's getting ready for the draft. Mm-hmm. Because at that point, it might be best to have a fucking verbal commitment going into the draft.
Yeah.
So you know what to draft.
Exactly.
Or who to draft. Right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Makes sense.
Why does it make sense to us?
I mean, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I got faith in Adam Silver that he's gonna get it all figured out, situated eventually.
Adam Silver's not a Trey Ray, so he's not an idiot.
Yeah, nah.
So you sure he's not with the 9 Trey Bloods?
I just said he's not part of them.
Are you sure?
He's not an idiot.
Did you talk to Tekashi?
Adam Silver looks like he reps Trekkie. He's Trekkie gang.
Trekkie gang. Live long and prosper, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anyway, back to nerd news. So Disney. That's good. I forgot to bring this up when I talked about Marvel and shit. So there's a rumor that came out that Disney really wants Spider-Man back.
Give me what I want!
So
I don't blame him.
There's a rumor going around. They're looking at Sony. Said, okay, we don't have to share. Fuck it. They're saying they're willing to pay up to buy Spider-Man, buy all the rights to Spider-Man from Sony for how much? $10 billion, allegedly. That's the rumor. They are willing to pay $10 billion for Spider-Man.
That's toilet paper to them niggas.
Should have said that shit like Dr. Evil.
I know. I was thinking
billion dollars.
Hey man, fuck it. If that's what it's gonna take to get Disney back, to get Spidey back, to get Peter Parker, fuck it.
Get him.
But shit, Sony just probably just threw a number out and they thought they weren't gonna pay. It's like, nigga, you know how much money we got in this bitch? We're gonna get it back. We're gonna buy you too. Because honestly, the only thing that's keeping the lights on over at Sony, in my opinion, is PlayStation, Spider-Man, and Michael Jackson. Like, you think I'm more serious than a joke? Michael Jackson last year was the highest paid dead celebrity ever. He made like over like, no, I'm serious.
No, I believe it.
Made over like, I think over $50 million or some shit just off his name alone.
That shit's just crazy.
That's wild. And Michael won it off for Sony too. He hated them niggas. He did. Now his soul's stuck over there. Ain't that about a bitch?
Tragic.
Tragic indeed. Fuck you. So I caught it. Like, oh, tragic and fuck you.
Damn. Michael belongs to the industry.
His soul belongs to the industry. Yep.
Damn.
Won an Emmy too, for the wrong reasons.
Speaking of Emmys,
yeah, that shit happened. Real quick, I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but
Did
I
you?
caught a few of the acceptance speeches. I caught a few of the acceptance speeches because, Larissa watches Pose.
I heard a lot of good things about that show, man.
I have heard, it wasn't the fact that I didn't want to watch it. It was just, she tried to get me to watch it when, don't try to get me to watch something new when sports is on.
No. Yeah, your mind's fixated on that.
Yeah, and it wasn't the fact that she was trying to get me to watch it during the games. It was always the fact that she was trying to get me to watch it moving forward. And I'm like, okay. Wait a minute. No, there's no.
Fucked up your schedule.
Yeah. And I wasn't going to do that. But I will say, having seen the acceptance speech of Billy Porter,
Can You See It? Yeah, it's
from Pose.
Pose,
who
yes.
He is the first openly gay man to win the lead actor in the drama series award.
Good for him.
To see his acceptance speech, just in general, and how Pose plays true to their characters. Mm-hmm. It's not just about an LGBTQ television show. It's about focusing on the characters that just so happen to be within this community. And how he was speaking, I was like, I like that. I want to watch that now. So I'm going to be in tune with that. Rossi watches it too, and he's praised. Oh yeah,
my mom watches it too. She loves it too.
So there's enough people to they got that. So yeah, shouts out to Billy Porter. That's a. We shouldn't even be focused on first openly gay. Accept these folks for who they are. But the fact that he is, again, round of applause to him. That should not be minimized, even though regardless of how I feel. Yeah. That should not be minimized. That's a hell of a feat to do that.
Also, Can You See Us won big.
When they see us.
When they see us. Is it When They See Us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, When They See Us.
Yeah, I want to get the
actor
Jarrell Jerome, who played Corey Wise.
Yeah, they said he had the award still in performance in like the 4th episode or some shit. One of the best parts.
Yeah.
Still haven't watched it because I don't want to piss myself off.
The first episode.
Because I started watching this show called Unbelievable about a girl that got raped. White girl that got raped, and she tried to tell the cops, and the cops made her change her story and shit. After the first episode, I'm like, no, piss me off. But it's getting good now. I had to fast forward through some parts, but I'm like, oh, this is like Can You See Us? You gonna piss me off?
No.
But
watch
on
the first 2 episodes of Power.
on Jarrell Jerome, let's give him his praise too. So he is the first Afro-Latino actor to win in an acting category. He's the youngest winner ever for a lead actor in a limited series or TV movie.
Good for him.
And he's the first Latinx actor since America Ferrera in 2007 to win a main acting category.
Good for him.
Definitely.
A lot of historical shit. Black power.
Definitely,
Latino power.
And the exonerated 5, they were all there.
I know. I saw that.
So when he won, of course, you know, he thanked his mom, and you know, he threw in some Latin vernacular in there to let him know that he, you know, that's where he comes from. But then the very last segment of his speech dedicated to them. They all stood up together and put the fist up, man. You know, it's eventually I'll get to watching it. I owe it to them. You know what I'm saying? I do owe them that much.
No, definitely.
I will get there.
Same here.
It's just
you gonna piss myself off.
Yeah, but the fact that the 5 of them were there, that was you know,
positive news. Well, I mean, it is positive, but more positive. You see Zendaya? You see how she looked?
Zendaya don't do it for me, man.
Really? You need some meat on your bones, huh?
She just looks like she's 12 to me.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's a positive thing. Like,
I know. It was just the R. Kelly part. I was like, ugh.
Nah, like, I believe she's a great person.
Great personality.
Not taking that away from her. She's a phenomenal actress.
Definitely.
From what music I've heard, she does good music.
Sure.
I am not physically attracted to her at all.
Same.
If she came in the room and was like, "What's up?" and we clicked, that would legit be like my little sister.
That's
like,
how I feel too.
Over her.
Like,
that's how I feel too.
I mean, she's a very beautiful woman.
That's what I mean.
Exactly. She looked great.
She looked great. She looked great.
Yeah.
Because she's like the homie. When I look at her, she's literally like the homie.
It's just the way people were talking about her on Twitter, and I was like, I don't see that. Good for you.
Yeah, but anyway, she looked great. I'm just saying, next year,
give me what I want.
Give her that fucking Emmy for Euphoria. I swear to God. I pull a Kanye in that bitch. I swear to God.
Give me what I want.
Man.
I kind of want you to do that. Like,
you don't trust me. Buzz me on bullshit. I'll do it.
Speaking of Kanye,
do I have to dare you?
Yep.
I dare you.
Okay.
Speaking of Kanye, did you hear what Taylor Swift had to say in some recent interview? Well, for the people that didn't know, I'm gonna give a quick summary real quick. They asked her about Kanye, and she basically called him this big old backstabber.
10 years. It's been 10 years.
How they tried to mend the relationship, and of course the song, and how he wanted her to present him with, I think he won the Van Gogh Award.
He won the Video Van Gogh Award. She presented
and how
it to
she
him.
presented it, and then how he came out and was like, MTV is fake. They have to do Taylor Swift to come do the award.
He didn't
and then
even say that during his life.
Yeah, and just shit like that. She's like, I was sitting there and like my body went numb as I'm sitting next to Kim. And then she brought up the fact that, it's easy to believe that he manipulated Drake and put his business out there like that because he did it with me.
It's been 10 years.
And there's that.
It's been 10 years since that shit happened. It's literally been 10 years. She can't shut up about Kanye. Kanye has went on, how many metamorphoses has he made? He thought he was Jesus. He thought he was Pablo. Now he thinks he's a pastor. He's been moved on from this shit.
He thought Drake was running around like he pop.
That part.
You feel me? He's done moved on from this shit. He got married. He had 3 kids, 4 kids, and Jennifer Lopez with a big ass. I mean, shit, he moved on from this. Shit. Anyway, other movies. I forgot to mention.
You went that far, shit. I was just gonna say, I mean, she would know. She manipulates her ex-boyfriends all the time, turns them into hit singles.
That's too equal. That's too easy.
Yeah, but that's all you gotta do.
It's the truth. I know it's the truth. It's like a free throw. It's like a free throw.
Yeah.
I mean, she would know
because she does it all the damn time. Anyway, I forgot to mention. I saw that not Rocky. I was about to call him Rocky again. I was thinking saw Rambo.
Yeah. Well, I mean that makes sense.
Was it as violent as everybody said it was?
Did you see the last Rambo?
I've seen them all.
Okay, but the last Rambo. I remember when I saw the last Rambo movie. I was sitting there like, this is violent. Like, this is violent. This is R. This is violent. This one's just violent. What's the difference?
Oh,
just violent.
Everybody was saying this was worse than the last one.
Oh, hell no. No. Well,
when I say worse, like a bunch of people, they loved the movie. They were just talking about the gore.
Well, I think that's kind of crazy for the last part. Spoilers.
Well, don't say it. Well, I didn't say it. I ain't get that shit till it pops out. I'm not going to no fucking movies to see.
Yeah, it's not even worth going to. I actually thought this was going to be like firefighter. It's just fire. Not firefighter, but just fire. Motherfucker, in the last part, he fucking gets a machete knife and rips old boy's whole body open while he's all fucking stapled up to the arrows, and then rips goes in his chest and rips his heart out. And goes and just throws it on the ground.
Oh, so it's Mortal Kombat.
Well, just that little part in the end. Everything else is just typical Rambo shit.
Huh.
But yeah, no, the last one was just violent, and I gotta give it up to Sylvester Stallone, man. He ain't gonna let Rocky or Rambo die. Well, Rocky had a happy ending, and he's not gonna be in Creed 3. Because he said that story's over with. Rambo's story, the way he wrote it off, it's called Last Blood, so it may look like it's a finale, but it's alright.
That's what's up.
Still waiting for Joker. Joker really has it has my curiosity now. Like Jay Prince, I have an invested interest now, because this is getting a whole lot of critical acclaim now. Mm-hmm. You motherfucker. Say it.
Like I said, I mean, I'm gonna go watch the shit because that's my brother's favorite character, so I got no choice, but I kind of am.
You always have a choice, but...
Nah, I really don't. Like, not with shit like that, bro.
My grandparents' old friends and neighbors years ago, they nicknamed my brother Rambo. My brother was just running into every fucking... they would call Don Rambo.
Yeah, I remember that. If you expect that scene where he goes... he doesn't really do that on this. He just has bow and arrows. But he still does a hell of explosion. It's Sylvester Stallone.
Nah, that's stupid.
Dude in great shape, too. Still, to this day. Him and Arnold, man, they will keep going back to the fucking...
CGI, bro.
No. Him and Arnold keep going back to the well with Rambo, fucking Rocky, and Terminator. Like, they just keep going back.
Hey, man, if it works.
It works. Hey,
shit.
Hey, how many Expendables did they do? Only 2 of them? Or 3?
I think it was 2.
3.
Yeah. They did 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit.
Expendables, all of them were like Terry Crews and everybody. Yeah, they did 3.
That was, I don't know why I'm surprised that didn't become Fast and the Furious. What Fast and the Furious is, I'm surprised they didn't continue with that. Egos.
Yeah. And there was a lot of them, too.
A lot of it, because you thought Rock would have been in that shit by now. The Rock or Jason Statham or fucking shit.
Well, Jason Statham wasn't it, wasn't he?
I think so. I don't know. A lot of fucking, yeah. Anyway, anything else we're missing?
No, I covered it.
Yeah. So, 6ix9ine. This is episode 151. Snitch 9.
One snitchy one.
One snitchy one. This is One Snitchy One of the iLLogical Sense podcast. You can always follow me on the Twitter. You can follow me at Mr. Busby 4 lowercase 08. You can always follow the podcast at iLLogical SP. And you can always follow us, of course, on Instagram and iLLogical Sense on Facebook.
And of course, you can hit me on all social media, JC No Hunters. Yeah, hit me on all social media.
No throwback?
Plays are coming. That's what it is.
He's like, that's a weekly thing. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
niggas know the vibe.
They know the vibe. And
you can follow me at all my social media at BeatsBeKilling'em.
Actually, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Actually,
No. Finish. I did not mean to cut you off.
Search your digital streaming platforms for Venomous, spelled VNMS. Search that shit. Stream that shit. Do that. Yeah.
I want to get Busby's live response to what I was telling him about Baker Mayfield earlier. I found the picture.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
He did not run that in.
He did not run that in?
No.
What the fuck?
Daniel Jones sure did, though.
Daniel Jones ran that bitch in. Baker Mayfield did not.
Both the safeties are turning away. Yeah. That's like, can you imagine if Moses opened the Red Sea and he just told
I told you, it's like the Trent Richardson picture when he was preseason with us.
It's like Moses just looked at everyone and said, I ain't gonna walk.
He just looked at it and said, nah.
That's not it.
Just nah.
No. While Pharaoh just come. What the fuck?
I did forget to bring up
one more thing.
In a wild turn of events, Future and Rocco were on stage with each other.
They squashed their beef.
Over the weekend, at
really?
Legendary Nights in Atlanta.
Probably paid back his fee.
Something, but shit. Round of applause to that. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows how I feel when it comes to beef. Like, well, that was legit beef, so I'm glad. And they're close. So
right.
Well,
I'm glad that's taken care of.
Well, when it comes to 6ix9ine, that beef's gonna be really, really close to you. The devil's gonna be really, really close with you for a minute. That's what you get when you sleep with him. Ugh. And we out this bitch.